Let's make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
Hey, YouTube, what's going on with you? Hope you can hear the sound over on YouTube. Listen, we're in a Discord right now. We're breaking down the madness. We're combing through it. We're looking through it. We're trying to understand it. It's so much going on. Chrisean done, I think, in my opinion, she ruined it for herself. Whatever took place over the weekend, this physical fight that took place over the weekend, listen, it ruined it for her. You hear me? It ruined it for her. She getting into a physical altercation in the streets. I think that might have did it for her. You guys tell me as we go into this discussion. Hold on, let me just change some stuff around real quick. I got a lot of stuff opened up. Haven't been over here in a while. It's a lot of stuff. Let me get y'all some music.
I need to know, I just got to know. It's time to know if he's mine. I got to know. There's not a man that God can't save.
I'm still a man from the grave.
I'm still a man from the grave.
Roll the stone from the cave.
I'm still a man from the grave. Yeah, you was running from me like you was dodging the bullet. Boo, you still on your red carpet. I wasn't trying to pull it. Our relationship was more than having relations, but you treated our bond like a passing vacation. To the public, I was just a nagging next 1,001 night stays. Just yeah, you was telling the world that I said it for clout, that you wasn't my girl, call it reasonable doubt. I was only trying to stand on team. No regrets for my son, I do it again. See, Junior looks a lot like me. Features, skin tone, and all that good rock energy. Oh, is he my son? Am I the one? All I wanted was to get the DNA test, but you had your own intention. By all means, your own convention. So my name you didn't mention. Blue the daddy, your invention. Straight, let the truth be mine. The seed you sow and you shall reap. Open your eyes, don't sleep.
YouTube, let's get into this. Let me bring the Discord in. Discord, can y'all hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
All right. We on YouTube right now, so YouTube can hear y'all also. I don't know if it's echoing. I got to find out. Make sure y'all just stop by the YouTube page, hit the thumbs up button if y'all don't mind.
What's your YouTube page?
Ralph the Wise, Ralph D.A. Wise, same name as the rest. YouTube. So as we look at this, I promise you, we walked it down the whole weekend. I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok, so shout out to TikTok and all the people that's coming over from TikTok, right? Y'all see the madness that's going on. Y'all see what is, always was, and always will be. This level of manipulation, the shit that we see going on, we can't even break half of the stuff down because it's literally like just the weekend of chaos, right? Chrisean admitting that one of them, whether it's her or Blueface, one of them is in operation of some very dark energy. They calling each other serial unalivers. We see the darkness of Chrisean sitting in the car. Uh, let's go back to her kick
I
and
could honestly feel the energy changing through the screen when I was watching this yesterday. Like no cap,
you felt it, right?
I
Like
definitely felt it.
I was pointing it out, but like you had to feel it, like
When she was in the closet, huh?
when she was in the closet.
When she was in the closet, when she was in the car, like I
Which
could just feel it. I didn't
which
like it.
closet scene? The second one, right? This one.
Yeah.
I think it was more dark energy in this one. Even with Coach Calvin talking to her, this is a buildup of dark energy right here.
Please. We want to hear the echoes.
So this is a buildup of dark energy right here, right? It's a buildup of dark energy. We see it. We see the different variations of manipulation when it comes to this low vibration, negative energy. I've been pointing it out in different variations or scenarios. This buildup, you can see the mood shifting in the cars with both of these characters. Friday night, you witness Chrisean mood shift. You watched a great mood shift with Chrisean, right? When she started giving off that energy, setting up the events after the Dodgers game, trying to go to a specific place, right? And then you see that same thing take place with Nevaeh and Blueface in the car. Blueface starts shifting his energy, trying to find a reason to argue, right? That's why a lot of times, even in situations, if you learning from this situation, then look at how Nevaeh dealt with it, right? She did the return to sender thing. Hey, listen, all is good. We had a good day, so on and so forth, right? And then you see Blueface still try to ag up, rage bait, if they call it that, right? You still see him try to aggravate and rage bait that energy by pushing it out there. He's talking about her mom, saying F her cancer, F this, right? He's still trying to get that argument. It's a transfer of energy, right? He tried to leave that energy at home so him and Chrisean can go out and have a night, right? But look, they already built up that energy throughout the day. They already built it up. Chrisean was already on demon time throughout the day. Blueface was already on demon time throughout the day, right? You seen this energy building up. You watched it. We watched the energy build up from the shifting in the car. You could see the energy changing with the music that they were putting on. Everything. It was all right there, right? Now, this is what people are going to try to say. It's overstimulating, right? This is what overstimulating looks like, right? And on top of that, clout is now a drug. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, clout is a drug. You see, the more numbers they got, the more arrogant Blueface became. 58K. He goes to AB and Dean's and them little prom party, and he's like, shit, I got more numbers than both of them. So on and so forth, right? So, you see it. Chrisean walks around and operates in that same energy, right? The only difference is, if you watch, Blueface is the feminine version of that energy, right? Chrisean is the masculine version of that energy, right? Gender reversal, right? Blueface operates in that feminine energy. He always wants the girls to caress his face, do his eyebrows, make him look pretty, right? And then Chrisean is walking around tooth out. I don't care how I look. I'm rough and rugged, wearing the same clothes for 3 or 4 days at a time, showering every 3 days, shaving herself out in public. I don't give a fuck, right? That's the masculine energy. Blueface is the feminine energy, but they both are the same Baphomet energy. They both Baphomet. It's lazy. It's a production of, not trying to teach the people around them to be better, not wanting to be better. Ignorance is bliss, right? They're giving off the same energy, right? You might see it in Blueface and you say, oh, that's narcissism, right? You're going to give it a title. You're going to give it a title. It's Luciferian energy in both of them. It comes from the Draco constellation in the sky. Right. And these energies are constantly moving around us. They're constantly moving around us. Luciferian energy, Draconian energy. Right. If you know how to operate as a morning star, then you know how to take in these lower vibrational energies and transfer them into positive energies. But if you don't know how, then people are going to pour into this negative energy, and then negative energy is going to come out of it. Look at the chain of events that took place last night, right? The fight take place less than 6 blocks up the road. A pew pew take place. Calls are coming in that there's 100 people fighting in the street. They ain't even got the time to get task force or anything ready for 100 people fighting in the street. You know what I mean? Sending one cruiser out there, shit, they might get mobbed on, right? So you're creating disruption in the streets for what? Subs. This is gonna change streaming, right? Because now what, streamers are gonna get banned from locations. Y'all come with negative, y'all come with this. And this is probably why DDG probably opted out of touring with Blueface. But not to get off subject, because sometimes I do ramble and I drift into different things because so much took place. Back to the Discord though. You guys have been with us on TikTok and different variations of places and spaces for a while now. And what are you guys like the inside of it, besides the fact that we called all of it and pointed out all of it? You know, give you guys input on this for the YouTube.
That's just getting wicked, yeah.
Well, he said he's gonna cut DDG off, so he cutting whoever off ain't making him look good.
I don't even think DDG care.
I mean, at this point, it would just be a power struggle between him and DDG, because DDG is the one who taught him streaming, like, you know, bought him his computer equipment, everything like that. Streaming's cool with Blueface. It's a controlled environment. But you put them in an atmosphere like last night, and DDG is going to fold. And the last thing DDG want out there is him looking, you know, as soft as he really is, right? DDG got a fake image that's going for him right now, as far as looking like the man in the streaming world. You know, I don't know, fifth or sixth to Kai Cenat and some of the other ones that's streaming, right? And image is everything right now. These people pay to keep their image looking good. They don't pay to get out there and tour or pay to get out there and do music and stuff like that. That don't pay them. You know what I mean?
And DDG not stupid. He don't want to make himself look like a gangbang out there. Well, DDG know he got a child, so he ain't trying to take himself away from his child.
But that's why I say, like, when I be pointing this out, right? People will be on more so on the line to be like, man, you tripping, so on and so forth, this, that, and the third, right? All these other crazy different variations of things. But I think, like, to not point this out is the same as, you know, giving into it, right? If we're not pointing out the neglect in the community, if we're not pointing out the people that's, you know, using these platforms and stuff like that for the sympathy folk, yeah, it's going to keep happening. If they're trauma bonding with their communities, so on and so forth. And, you know, for the people that's been following from YouTube, you guys already know, like, there was the one thing that I kept on saying when we was over in the Black Tea sector, Jaguar Right sector, or whatever you want to call it. It was the one thing I kept on saying was like, listen, let's not carry on this trauma bonding method, right? And even though we went through all of that BS in the Discord, the old Discord, where y'all put all of those people in the Discord to create this narrative, right? We push past that. Right now, you still see some people in the Black Tea sector that can't get over the past. They're still dealing with those lumps and humps of trials and tribulations from the past. So you see them stuck on old repeated things. And at some point, YouTube too is going to get tired of those old repeated things, you know, with Sean Davy Way, King Payne, messy every day. But then they going on vacation with y'all money. They going and splurging with y'all money. But then when what they bringing y'all to YouTube is nothing but low vibration and mess. That's building up in your life. That's building up in your life. When you sit there and you participate in it, it builds up. And then you'll see that start affecting your reality. Kind of like what you just seen take place with Chrisean and BlueFace, right? The image the image that they're building up, the character that they're in, right? It's affecting their physical life to where as though Blueface is on his way back to jail. He kicked that girl. He kicked that girl. So y'all might as well say y'all jumped her. Because when Chrisean was throwing her head up against the car, Blueface came in and got a kick in, right? So how long is it going to take before the internet analyzes that and see that kick and then charges are pressed, right? How long, right? The internet is undefeated and the internet is forever. So when you go back and watch the video, as we will go back and watch it in a few minutes in the Discord, we'll go back and watch it, but you'll see Blueface kick that girl, right? And one of the arguments or discussions in the Discord is whether or not someone yelled that she was pregnant and Chrisean shouldn't have been fighting her in the first place. So that was one of the arguments. I wouldn't say 50-50, but more on a 70-30 side of saying that we might have heard that being said and Blueface saying, let's get it cracking. So we don't really know if we heard she's pregnant or was it a blend of words that said, let's get it cracking. So that was one of the things so hopefully that girl that she fought was not pregnant.
I'd rather not mention it.
It's already going to be out there. It's already going to be out there because you got to think people are going to break down that clip. If that's all we have to analyze, they're going to break down that clip. The internet is undefeated, and we are all we invested.
You're not going to try to put that narrative out like that.
We're not putting it out there. We're just saying that it was a speculation talk over in a Discord about it. That's all we're saying. That we speculatedly talked over and decided 70 on more so of the side of it was Blueface screaming, "Let's get it cracking," as opposed to the pregnant part. That's what I was explaining. That's why I explained it like that, 70-30. But you know, like I said, it's still out there. You know, that the verifications will come once more facts come in. Right now, it's just last night. It took place last night. Half the bloggers ain't even wake up yet to even speak on what took place. You know what I'm saying? Half of them just now waking up. When you're doing content creating, first thing you do is probably wake up. You know, some of them grab their phone, start scrolling, see what the new topics are so they can talk about stuff. I like to brush my teeth, get my cup of coffee, get myself ready, do a little video, and then scroll while I'm figuring out what the topics are or what are we going to do today, right? Because I feel like we're invested in this now. We got a Discord. We got, you know, so many people. I feel like I'm obligated to create these spaces for y'all so we can, whether it be on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, it don't matter. We in this shit to win it. Until Junior is out of this situation or is Junior helping or Junior get help, whatever. We are in this shit to the end. And, you know, if we stick together and go on to the next topic, then we're going to be in that shit to resolve, right? We starting projects and not finishing them. People start this avocation thing and then they don't finish the advocating. They don't finish it. We're going to make it fun as we advocate and look for different spottings of Junior. Shit, we invested. We're going to split screen it, double screen it, 4 screen it. I don't give a fuck how many different pages I have to open up to bring y'all the bullshit and the drama. We in it. We in it now. We EA Sports. We in the game.
We make the Netflix documentary.
We might make the Netflix documentary, fuck around, but right now we EA Sports. You know what I'm saying? So if you EA Sports like we EA Sports, YouTube, get to the Discord so you can know what's going on because we mainly operating on TikTok. If y'all don't see, the TikTok numbers is going up. It was, I think, 4K people in there last night. 4K people in the I think we got to like 4K over on at one time. Okay. But no, 23,000 came through TikTok yesterday. If I look at the analytics, you'll actually be shocked. Within the last 28 days, we actually had over 1 million people come through. I'm actually paused on TikTok right now. I can't follow people back because they say I've been following people too fast. Within the last, just yesterday alone, we went up 2,000 in followers on TikTok. So we're at 22K now.
Yep. Yeah, it was 4.8 last night.
Yeah, so just yesterday alone, we growth 2K followers last night. And we didn't even and we ain't even catch the bullshit. We
went to bed.
I know, right?
How the fuck is we watching it, calling it out, know what's about to happen, and still miss the shit 2 nights in a row? These motherfuckers is operating on demon time. We got to damn near stay up
We had
all hour.
somebody up looking
We
out
need
for us
24
though.
hours.
Some
Man,
people
we
was up looking out
shit.
for us.
We got to
I
damn
was up
near.
all night watching
We
that.
we got to
I was
operate
fighting
this shit
myself.
like we in the UK or something.
Hell, we thought they were just doing all them hours driving. We got tired of watching this shit.
Man, between Chrisean sitting in the car stalking people and Blueface playing it off with Nevaeh to try to get all mean so he can sneak out the crib. But these are the energies that they're operating in. Like I promise you.
Definitely returned that energy to sender yesterday because
Oh,
the
she
fact
let.
that Krishan fought somebody else.
I thought that
Yeah,
was beautiful that she did that. She had on the all white. You seen her operating with her reflection of energies, right? When Blueface came with the your mom's this and your mom's that, she know deep down inside she wants to be like, don't be talking about my grandma like that. But she played it off. She was like, okay, yeah, you right. F her. Yeah, you right. Played it right off with him. Nah, we had a great day. Let's keep the great day going. Right. But
even when she was being quiet, he just kept going on and on and on and on. Like,
can someone confirm or deny
When she was on the phone.
is Debo her dad?
yeah,
Yo, listen, that's how you know the world is one big stage. These people have been groomed already into taking these positions because now it shows you that this is a society of people who, if Debo was your dad, then you already was living the life of somebody who was well taken care of because Debo your dad. Debo was in Friday. And if Debo her daddy, why is they fucking with somebody who dad was Debo?
Oh, that's her father is Debo? Wow.
Nevaeh's dad is Debo?
Oh,
No, are you serious?
Isn't this Nevaeh right here? Isn't this Nevaeh and the mom right here? I told you this was a grooming society. What did y'all think we was pointing out? Y'all thought we was just over here lollygagging, bullshitting? No, we're pointing out that the world is one big stage and everybody is connected to everybody. They related in some sort of way. All of them is connected. What did y'all talk? What y'all think we've been pointing out over here this whole time? That's why I told y'all to follow the hottest, fastest growing page when it comes to clarity and discernment, but you didn't want to do that. So now I just gotta. Now I just gotta. Now I'm talking to the YouTube. I'm fucking with the YouTube. Yeah, Debo is her daddy. Crazy eyed Debo, huh? Debo, the one that Craig had to beat up. Debo is her father.
And that's why Blueface said this shit.
Carlissa connected to all these people. That's why Blueface said, the people that he connected to, his mom already groomed them into those. Like this is a big business right here, the adult industry. That's why you see Adam 22. That's why you see Vlad.
One life to live.
Are you sure Debo isn't her dad? This looks like a pretty authentic picture right here. I got other pictures too, but I just thought I'd present this one to you. Are you sure Debo isn't her dad? Did you go down this rabbit hole? Okay. All right. The YouTube is saying it's not her dad. Like they went down the rabbit hole already. I don't think they did, but okay. I went down the rabbit hole. I seen a couple of pictures. I seen a couple of family pictures. Now, in the age of disinformation, I was questioning whether it's AI or not. So I was like, you know what I'm saying?
It just sounds believable.
Yo, a lot of these industry people, they sign NDAs and stuff like that, so you don't know who their kids is. Like you don't know who Rakai's dad is, do you? Think about it. You never even knew who the fuck Orlando Brown's parents was. Half of these Disney kids, you don't know who their parents are. Stop acting like y'all know what the fuck goes on. Y'all don't find out who these people's parents are until they make it, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Come on, you ain't find out that Richard Pryor was related to Alonzo Tate until Richard Pryor said he was related to Alonzo Tate on Arsenio Hall. You don't find out these people is connected until they tell you they connected. The greatest thing that they do when it comes to the Illuminati is making you think that they don't exist. That's the whole point of the Baphomet.
Nepotism.
You say what?
They don't want it to be perceived as nepotism.
Right. But you see Chrisean exposing it all. Did y'all know that me and Blueface is cousins? Yeah, we real blood cousins. They telling y'all that this shit been going on within the 13 blood, within the 12 bloodlines. This is why they pushed out the 13th bloodline. They wrote it in the Bible. Didn't in the Bible, in the Old Testament, didn't they say they told who was it to go back and find somebody of his people? Right? Go to your cousin's house and find somebody from your cousin's house. Look, it's written in the book. Yeah, they didn't just now make this shit up. Go back in Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot went to the high mountains, right? And his daughters got him what? His daughters got him intoxicated and then fornicated with him, so that way their people can continue. And then the Moabites came about. Why y'all acting like y'all don't know about the Moabites and the Ammonites? I can't really pronounce their names, but go back in the
You're so funny. Oh my gosh. I swear he is.
I can't really pronounce the names of the shit. When I was reading it, I was 13 years old. Listen to me. I was making this shit up as I was going along. When I ran across them names, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna pronounce this shit, the Moabites. I'm gonna pronounce this shit, the Ammonites. But I got the message though. I got what it was telling us. I got what it was saying. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. That is so funny.
I know it was telling us that there was a lot of.
Come up with these things like you just too funny. Oh my goodness.
I didn't come up with these names.
I know you did.
They put them in the Bible.
It's so funny though.
they put it in the biblical text.
It makes sense.
I just didn't have nobody.
Exactly. There you go.
It makes sense. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What's so funny about it?
Oh, y'all want to see the assault? Okay, hold on. Let me do it like this then, so I can put it in the other one. Tell me, can y'all see the Discord? Y'all can see the Discord, right? And the YouTube, y'all see the Discord? Best thing to do is to do it from my own channel. This way I don't get no restrictions or no hits or anything. So over on YouTube, the best thing to do is just go to my own channel and pull it up from there.
Hold on, put her in the big box. I can't see it.
I don't know how to do that.
Chrisean going to jail.
Okay. So look.
Oh, a girl really went head up on her.
Yeah, and she beat that girl up bad.
Look. Look at Blueface. Blueface about to get a kick in. Look at Blueface. Yeah, this one don't show it as good.
Let me ask you something. Was that necessary for him to jump in at that point?
He never had
He never had to do it.
No, he just.
But that energy is there. That energy is there. That, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, go girl.
I don't want to put that in the air, right? But remember, I was telling you guys yesterday, the day before, I was telling you guys, do you think that Blue is going to end up getting hurt? This is the reason why I was asking you guys.
Yes, I think so. I think Blue's going to end up getting hurt. Like Chrisean warned him multiple times, and he just thinks everything's a giggle higgle. Like, it's not funny.
Yo,
like,
everybody knows that they're going to get hurt around Chrisean. It's a game, like a cat and mouse game, where it's like it's a thrill of the chase. Like, y'all don't really know like how many people are actually chasing the devil in this world. There's people chasing the devil more than they chasing God. There's more people running to hell more than they trying to get to heaven. You know what I mean?
People with the God thing, but she ain't fooling God. So yeah.
Warning comes before destruction.
You're right.
Warning comes before destruction, and he's been already insinuating he would get hurt.
He's already hurt. To be honest, because once money start making you do these different variations of things, that's like you being in debt and somebody flashing money in your face. Don't you feel like you can get out of debt? Like if you in the $1 million
physically
of
hurt,
debts,
but
right?
he's physically going to get hurt. So
You mean
yeah,
physically?
yep.
Okay.
I'm only gonna get
Physically,
hurt.
I already think they already done up. I think after this weekend tells us a lot. This weekend, this chain of events that just took place
That
between
was
her
very
being the setup,
barbaric too.
Out of every live, this week was the craziest. I'm not gonna hold you.
her being the setup
Yeah.
king, her being the setup queen, so on and so forth. Like she tried her hardest to get out of that baddies atmosphere, blue girls atmosphere, but that is the character that got her to fame. Like you can't
Yeah.
build up a collective like that and then not feed them, right? That's the problem. Like when Christ spoke about, feeding a multitude, right? If you build up the energy of chaos and the people that's gathering around you is about chaos, they're going to want you to feed them chaos, right? That's why I would rather come out with clarity, discernment, right? If I'm going to be portrayed or be looked at as an image or whatever y'all want to call this shit, right? Um, I want to come out with clarity. Why? Because I want people that got that same thing around me, right? Feed on that, feed on building each other that, right? They build their platforms off of what? Chaos, controversy that sells, right? So that is a Consumer Digest America form of building. They're always going to have to feed their platforms that chaos. They're always going to have to feed their platform. Zeus Network is built off of that. It leaves them in a group by themselves. This is why a lot of those reality stars, you don't really see them in the bigger limelight, right? You don't really see them because that's not the image that those bigger people want to portray. You can't get, Cover Girl. You can't get Maybelline. You can't get an ambassador of some of these different products with the image coming from baddies. You could try to come out with your own line. It's not going to go as far. It's going to flop like Alonzo Ball's, sneaker line, right? So you got to realize like the controversy that's selling is not what people are actually buying in those marketing places that you're trying to reach. The only thing you're going to come out with is a liquor brand, a cigar, fucking, the ratchet shit. What you're going to come out with some bonnets, you know what I'm saying? Some do-rags. Like look at the limit that you're putting yourself at when you portray those images, right?
Some
Um,
Timberland boots.
Right. So like if you're gonna step out, Krishan can appease to a greater image of a collective if she just took the time to realize, okay, boom, I can take the time, learn some etiquette classes, try to learn the feminine, version of myself or step into that, take some classes, table manners, so on and so forth. At the same time, I can, Junior can be getting the therapy that he wants, so on and so forth. But she out here fighting in the streets, right?
Right.
Now,
Blue won't
even
lie.
He gives
yeah.
men energy, like Blue said. He gives femme.
And when she said she
Well,
He
was
don't
picking up
care.
Marsh, I honestly believe that was a lie. I
that's the
don't think
roles
Marsh was
reversed.
even texting or
I don't
talking to
think
her.
March is gonna go with her. But Ralph, I'm sorry, I don't want
Exactly.
to interrupt y'all. But I want you to pull up all about the tea. Blue is in handcuffs.
I know
Oh
you're
shit.
kidding.
What?
He
Yeah.
Let
kicked
me go
her
get my
because he
iPad. Let me
kicked
go get
her.
my iPad.
It's on all about the tea. So they show it, he's in handcuffs. It's just
Yeah,
like a
that's
I
the
separate
first
can't
and
I
only
can't play I
time.
can't play the all about the T page over here and risk of
okay.
getting struck.
Everybody do your research. We just
Yeah,
want to
yeah, and
go
risk of getting
on.
struck by whoever. I don't know. Like there's a
Okay.
big fight over here with these pages and Danny Robinson and her being a part of and they already attacked my page before. And if she's
Oh, I'm
connected to the
sorry.
all about the
Okay.
T page, then they might strike my page again. And I ain't trying to do all of that. That's why we operating on TikTok and just doing premieres over here because of
Okay,
the
sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
It's
But
not
yeah, that's
you. It's
what's
not
going
you. I'm
on.
just you don't know what's going on YouTube. You don't know the
So
bullshit that's
number one, number two, and number three are in handcuffs as well. I'm looking at the video. Blueface is in handcuffs. Krishan's in handcuffs.
no. So Krishan's in handcuffs. So everybody's in handcuffs.
Yeah, number Blueface.
Told y'all. Told y'all. I was
No,
right
the whole
again.
in
I
handcuffs
was right
because
again. I was right again.
Oh, we
I
called
was
you
literally
called
right again. Last
it.
night when Nevaeh was in the car, I said she is literally transferring that energy.
And Junior is on
and
Krishan's lap in the police car.
what did I tell
That's
you?
from when they were in San
I
Diego.
called
That's
it
not
again.
from now.
Okay,
That's
I
from when they were
apologize.
in
I'm
San
looking at
Oh,
the
that
Diego.
wrong
might be an
one.
old one.
But the first
Okay,
one I
let me
said
look.
was true.
Last night incident
Sorry, y'all.
is about
Ooh,
to
it is up here.
last night incident is about to take place because you got 100 people fighting in the streets. You got
Like
video
barbarians.
evidence.
No,
They
Crazy.
they are going to
no, they
charge
is. There's
people.
a picture of them.
They're going to charge people. Do you hear
Oh
me?
yeah.
If I was the camera crew,
Mm-mm.
I would have let do they have a house? Or do the camera
Let me
crew
see.
live
Can
there?
you put it in the Discord? Is that the
I
pictures
do
of it?
believe that they live there at Blue House.
Oh hell no.
Oh, shit.
At least Ninja number 3. No, number 2. Hold
Yeah, it's
on.
about to get wild.
It's bad. Jason Lee might as well hold off on that interview that he did. He might as well hold off until she go to
That's what he's
prison.
doing
That's
though.
the best thing to
Yeah,
do.
because
Hold
Jason
off till
might.
she go to prison, and then that interview will look like gold. You know what I mean?
Ralph, you was right about everything. That return to sender did something crazy.
Bro, that shit did a number on them. You hear
Period.
me? She did it. She did a return to sender on Krishan and did a
I put it
return to
in the
sender on
chat.
Blueface. And
Nevaeh is smart, low key.
Nevaeh was like, "Nope, I am not about to argue with you about my mom, my grandma, none of that shit. I ain't about to argue with you about the people I was in the shelter with. You ain't about to keep on making me seem like I should be praising you because you helped me get out the shelter. Like, nope." I said, "Okay, Nevaeh is playing her cards right. I like that. She's a thinker because she's like, I'm not about to do it. I'm just not about to transfer
I
that
did
energy
feel
with
bad
you."
for her though.
He want praisal. He want to be able to treat her how he want to because you helped her out because you got her out the shelter. You didn't help her out the shelter so you can constantly rub it in her face that you helped her out the shelter. That means you did it with malicious intent. You did it with the intent of keeping her oppressed because you helped her out the shelter. That's fucked up. Yeah.
He
So
mad because she got a lot of people around her at that baby shower. That's why he did that. Like it wasn't even
man.
funny. Like that
But
was really just
she gave all praises to him. She was like, "Look at Blue and his rich friends, so on and so forth. There's a lot of rich people here, so on and so forth." Nevaeh know, like she playing it off because, like I said, if her dad is Debo, then motherfucker, y'all been around these type of people y'all whole life and just playing the image, making it seem like y'all just came out like this. Y'all was already groomed into that. That's why I was wondering, like, how did they get baby pictures of Rakai and some of these streamers? Like after they make it and shit, they start showing baby videos and all of this stuff. But we never really see these people's parents or who their fathers are, so on and so forth. It's an Anki DNA. It's a semen demon. Like, so they all pass on these same genes. Why do you think, Epstein did so many checks on 21 and Me, right? He's making sure that he's populating the world. Like they literally fucking McDonald's, they told you that you heard the dude that did the thing with Krishan come out and tell you he don't eat McDonald's. Why? Because it's human DNA in it. What more is they're telling us to our face, and we still just Mickey D's, please. What? Shit, y'all better start pouring into the right stuff. Listen, y'all know the ways that y'all can support. The Cash App is there, the PayPal is there on YouTube. Cash App, PayPal, all of it's right there. You know.
and Blueface is starting to do what Krishan do with the whole Jesus thing. You see what he did to the magician yesterday
Yup.
with
And
the
then
whole
he said,
mental
I'm,
thing.
I'm a
Like,
Christian. Yeah, that's why all of it is happening.
yeah,
Listen, even in the Bible, it
bro.
said in the Bible, when they made it out the forest and they asked their God, who should we give these thanks to? He said, give thanks to the everlasting God of the forest, right? That's the evergreen tree. Why? Because in the wintertime, the evergreen tree will keep you safe. It provides firewood, it provides shelter, so on and so forth. So give thanks to the evergreen God, right? In the desert, you would give thanks to the sun. Why? The sun allows sweat. You can use that sweat. You can use the different fluids and stuff from that to create, liquid for yourself. Whatever people drink their sweat. If you live in the desert, you'll have a fine respect for body fluids and the transfer of body fluids, so on and so forth, right? Because it'll be so few. It'll just be your body that's accumulating water half the damn time, right? Even in all the things that they keep on showing us and telling us, you know what I mean? It's the mind. It is the mind. So when you're looking at Blueface and Chrisean, if their mind is building up that energy, they're gonna find some way to put it, somewhere to put it. If you're building up demonic energy, you're gonna find a place to put that. You watch it build up all weekend. Every time they come in contact with each other, you watch this build up of fuckery. And
He
then
seemed that they was having a good night and decided to start that argument. Like, that baffled me.
no, because that fight now takes precedent over the baby shower. Like that whole thing now take I'm the clout. Y'all ain't come for the baby shower. Y'all came to see what I was going to do, right? It's the same thing Chrisean doing. It's just a feminine way, right? So he undermined the baby shower by causing a scene at night that basically shadows it, right? Now nobody's going to talk about the baby shower. We're going to talk about this fight altercation that took place, right? Same thing that Chrisean did with her sister's fight. Nobody's going to talk about your sister's fight. They're going to talk about your response to your sister's fight, right? And your reaction.
Like that on purpose.
And she responded like that on purpose to undermine her sister's fight. Why? Because she don't want people to know that her sister got paid $500,000 for that. She only got paid $300K for her fight, but telling y'all she got 1.3 million. 1.3 million don't act like that in the streets, man. 1.3 million don't act like that in the streets because 1.3 million got something to lose.
I would have put that girl. I would
you know what act like that. You know what act like that in the streets. Somebody who's still chasing the bag. That's who act like that in the street. Somebody who got a bag don't act like that in the streets. Somebody who's chasing a bag act like that in the streets. Right or wrong? One's in the chat if you understand what I just now said. One's in the chat if you understand what I just now said. Right. But
hell, I would have been creating my own business or something.
Right. I would have been investing in the right shit. I would have had a 501c. I would have had a church or a congregation. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Shit, I would have been. If that's the image that the world would have took her as, and I'd have stepped in that motherfucker like.
What did she do with that money the pastor gave her, y'all?
She didn't do. She gave the pastor money. She never got no money from the pastor.
I thought the pastor gave her money.
She paid her tithes and offerings. That's what she did. She pays the pastor. Yeah, the pastor helped her out of jail, if you ask me.
Back with her own money he gave her.
Right. That's Peter robbing Paul. Peter robbing Peter to pay Paul type shit. That's the type of time they on.
I'm not gonna lie. The way Blueface face look, I couldn't look at that every day. Like, I could not look at Doodle face every day. Like,
that's his son don't even want to kick it with him because the friends be making fun of him. Like, yo, you let somebody draw on your face. Like, let somebody draw on your face. Like, that's like some shit you fall asleep and wake up to. Like, y'all drew on my face while I was asleep. Yeah, we put all type of penises on your face while you were asleep. What?
If I was Nevaeh, I would have just added to it. Like, your face already messed up.
All of them, like, you got to think, like, in a certain sense, I guess they all deserve, a little bit of kudos for the circus and the act that keeps on circusing, right? But at the same time, when you're looking at this, you got to realize that the manipulation that's taking place is on the people because it's trauma bonding you guys to these different variations of situations. It's like Ali Carter. Ali Carter comes out and do her little spill and everybody trauma bonds to that. Ali Carter, the same Ali Carter that was adopted when she was 19 years old. You're grown. You're a grown person and you let somebody adopt your grown ass, right? But nobody looked at that. Nobody was like, that's strange. She got adopted at 19. The fuck? What you need adopted for? You're grown, right? But you get adopted by your girlfriend. And now you adopted by the girlfriend who met you when you was 14 years old and groomed you into the ideal persona that she wanted you to be. And now y'all two running around together with a whole trick on the internet, right? Jaguar Wright, same thing, right? She analyzed the internet. If you go back to 2012 with Jaguar Wright was on Facebook panhandling, living on the streets, meeting people on Facebook and dating people on Facebook, so on and so forth. 2017 comes out with a book called The Shaft, The Shacks, or whatever it was called, right? She ain't say nothing about nothing about, Sean Carter in there, nothing that he was a perfect gentleman, all that good shit, right? 2020, during the pandemic, they couldn't panhandle on the streets no more, couldn't sell pussy on the streets no more. So what they do? They started doing it on the internet. Y'all ain't paying attention? I'm paying attention. I was hope y'all paying attention too to the bullshit. Misha Fuller come out. Legina Gold come out. All of a sudden, the Nature Boy camp gets dispersed, but you still see the people from the Nature Boy camp coming out. All the kids that was a part of it. You still see them operating on the internet, right? You still see young Pharaoh doing the weird shit on the internet, trying to discourage people from being drawn to spirituality, right? They're all playing these characters to try to discourage people from this new birth of spirituality. They're all playing the disinformation and the characters to make you think that if you try to access this kundalini or this spirituality, right, it'll drive you crazy. So they're going to say, oh, Chrisean Rock, she was going through this and I guess she lost. All these people, they're going through this spiritual change, this ascension process, and the ascension process must be scary. Don't do it, y'all. Don't try to ascend. You see what happened to the last person that tried to ascend. Don't do it. That's the mindset that they're trying to put y'all in, because we're in the Aquarius sky and everybody is having these different variations of awakenings within inside themselves. Their sleeping is changing. Their, eating habits is changing. The way they deal with madness is changing, right? There was a time where we all kept our ear to the streets or heard it through the grapevine, as you say, right? So now
they're saying that Blue's team is the one who fired the pew pew.
So Blue and them spent the block.
I'm watching a kick on my iPad. Like somebody
I'm
else
sure
is talking about it too.
Is this their escape off is this their escape off the island?
they thought they was hard last night.
Is this their escape? Is this their escape plan off the island? They just, both of them get locked up and disappear, go to an island. We think that they doing time and shit like that. Whole time they on an island. Yep, they got us.
Spending them people money.
They got us. Yep. They got to go to the island together. Make it seem y'all played y'all part in society.
Going to the island together, brother and sister.
Yeah, running away.
Because now they got the Bonnie and Clyde story that they want. This is Bonnie and Clyde.
They did it together.
Yeah, this is Bonnie and Clyde.
No business jumping into that.
This is Bonnie.
You just got off of probation too. How you just get off of probation a couple of days and you did that? It's almost like you begging.
It's Bonnie and Clyde, right?
If I was the cameraman, I would have just left. Fuck the money. I'm gonna just go get a regular job at this point. Like my freedom's not first all this.
From what I heard, he treats his cameramen really well. That's why they.
No, because they Crip buddies and friends and shit. That's his Crip friends. So they all gang banging. So they all gang banging together. They might be doing some secret shit together. Some circle jerks going on. I don't know. It's the reason why they live in the same house. He take care of them. They depend on him. Imagine they need him to stay out. They need to keep the bullshit going. They need BlueFace, right? BlueFace go down. Everybody go back to living a hard knock life. You know what I'm saying? As long as BlueFace up, they up. So they're going to keep the bullshit and the rhetoric going. They're going to be yes men. That's why they don't have no names. They don't have no identities. This nigga is thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3.
Doing whatever he say.
You got this shit out here looking like the cat in a hat. Nigga, just thing 1, thing 2, thing 3. Yes. Instead of getting 2 things, I'm gonna get 3 things. I'm gonna be bigger than
That's
the
a
cat
good
in the
one.
hat on 101 Dalmatians. Schoolyard Crip.
School crib.
Like,
Yeah.
You got a point.
Shit sad, man.
I was
Shit.
singing that No Hope Bigger Than the Program last night, and I had to stop myself. Like, girl, shut up. Like, why are you singing
And
this?
that's why I try to mute that shit every time I hear that shit, because that shit is literally conjuring demons and festering demons into your life. It is. I promise you.
He made a song talking about that shit.
You're gonna be at work talking about something. No, hoe is bigger than the program. No, hoe
Your
is
manager gonna
bigger.
be like, what
The
you talking
fuck
about?
is you talking about? Oh, I'm just flipping fries. No, get your ass in the back. Telling you. That shit's an energy that y'all don't want to. That's why I be trying to point out the 808 drums, the magic that's in the music,
You
like
know, when I
all of
went
that
to
shit.
work, I thought about your song. Like,
Think
man,
about it. Like
everybody's a manager.
they all
Everybody
Everybody
wants
transfer
to
knows
be
that
a
that.
energy
marching
onto each
major.
other.
Like every panel I've been on don't make sense. They pick and choose who they want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about, pick and choose who's right, who's this. Like,
They
I stay
all
off of it. It's the
transfer
only
that
ride that makes
energy.
sense.
They transfer that energy to each other. They transfer that
That's so
energy on
true.
each other. Like, yo, the
They kick you off for having an opinion that is actually true. Well, not an opinion, but a fact. They want you to be on their side. Like, this is the Chrisean panel, and if you don't like Chrisean, then bye. Like,
they created echo chambers. I was working with one dude who had like over 1 million something followers on YouTube, right? But he didn't know how to work TikTok. Y'all might know him on TikTok as Known Cash, right? Uh, and I was working with him because he was like, "Yo, I got my YouTube team. I don't work with my YouTube team no more. Blah 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 blah. But I got this many numbers on YouTube. I want to try to get my videos from YouTube over here on TikTok so I could build my TikTok page." Man, I started helping this dude. Come to find out, this dude is a narcissist. His mom had to call the police to get him put out the house at an age of 40 something. He started scamming people over on TikTok. They started reaching out to me, telling me, like, yo, this person scammed me, so on and so forth. So I felt bad because I'm the one that helped him put his link tree together, help him link all his accounts, try to teach him the TikTok algorithm. I felt bad. I'm like, fuck. I helped this guy just take advantage of people. You know what I mean? Like, that's what made me fall back. Like, man, I got to be careful of who it is that I help or who it is that I teach.
That's wild.
and Ralph, you was right. I'm on TikTok, and every panel was talking about the Chrisean and BlueFace. Nobody's talking about the baby shower. The coach then put out a thing.
Ain't
telling
nobody
Chrisean
talking about
to change her
Junior.
ways. Huh?
Ain't nobody talking about Junior.
And ain't nobody talking about Ronnie.
About what happened on the fight.
You see what I'm saying? They got to do more and more outlandish stuff to change the narrative. Now it's about
I got
them.
a taste of Chrisean's following yesterday, and those people are ignorant as hell, man.
They're brutal.
Oh my God, they're the worst.
Yo, you got to think, in an insane world, how is you defending insanity? How is they defending a serial unaliver? That shit's crazy to me. That so many people will, and this is the same thing that happened in the biblical days, right? When given the opportunity, they say, the people had an opportunity of who they would pick, right? Do y'all want to crucify Christ, or do y'all want these two thieves? And the thieves at that time, they wasn't people who stole, because thieves at that time, they got their hands cut off, right? So it couldn't have been talking about like just regular thieves, because they would get their hand cut off. It was talking about the ones who operate in the night, right? So the two people on a cavalry with him was a representation of what? Our carnal eyes, right? Christ was a representation of the third eye, right? The pineal. So they got rid of the third eye and kept the carnal eye. And that's why a lot of people operate in the carnal, because you guys crucify the pineal every time. Discernment, thinking. You guys crucify that every time and live barbarically. Y'all live in the carnal mindset. It's tangible. You got to see it, right? So every time y'all choose carnalization over spirituality, over discernment, over trying to be better, you would rather be born in a sinful world than born in a righteous world. In the righteous world, there's too much accountability, right? In a righteous world, there's too many people humbling themselves and taking accountability for whatever actions or whatever might have took place, right? In a sinful world, You can watch this hurt people concept. You can watch these constant rhetorics of what they're doing, right? So we're in the upside down world. These people think they're chosen and they can treat everyone like peons and peasants, right? Because they're the weak minded. They're the weak minded that's going to go with the program that they have in store for us, this ideal image on our people, right? They're the ones who keep our people into that. They're the fiddlers of the community, as I would like to call them back in the day. They're the fiddlers. They're the ones that's put in charge of the kuntas. You know what I mean? The one who say, hey, if that Phil Nick keep doing what he doing, all y'all gonna get punished. Then Fiddler come out there and say, y'all better stop doing the shit that y'all doing. Da, da, da. Now Fiddler got power over us, right? The same thing with Blueface and Chrisean. As long as they keep this image of toxicity going and keep their name in the limelight, they're gonna keep them out here longer. Why? Because there's a real spiritual fight, psychological warfare going on right now. We're all a part of it. Social media experiment. We're all a part of it. That's why I say if you're gonna gather with some people, gather with the like-minded people. Because if you casting your lot with something else, then Sodom and Gomorrah could be you. You know, depending on what you casting your lot with. So in this time, if the waters are rising, the waters will rise inside of our vessel first before we see an outward rise of waters. So right now, the waters are rising inside your vessel. Those cherubs and cherubs that operate in the lower realm of your vessel, they're now taking over the sky, the higher realms. This would be the rise of the Titans, as they say, right? So Zeus rules the sky, which is your mind. So now those titans that rule the body are rising to the mind and challenging Zeus or whatever you want to call it. So you see these different variations of spiritual warfare is going on in the vessels of mankind, but you see it through the vessels of mankind. Chrisean's in a spiritual warfare. Evil's winning out, right? She's torn between the God version of herself and the devilish version of herself. But the devilish version of herself is making her think that that is the God version of herself, thus far praising Blueface, right? Because that exchange that's going on through the sexual, through the, change of fluid, so on and so forth. So they're both going through what someone would call a dark night of the soul, right? But that dark night is winning. That's why Blueface fully already accepted. Yeah, I'm a demon. I'm on this time, but y'all like it. Why? Because it's the image that pays. Y'all don't pay for a good image in society. Y'all pay for the messed up ones. And maybe this is because we all have the habit of putting the messed up versions of ourselves in front of us so we can feel good about the version that we are, if that makes sense. So I would rather see somebody doing worse in this world than doing better because it makes me think that I'm the one that's doing better, as opposed to seeing somebody doing better, then I realize that I'm the one doing worse. So you're not going to step up your game. Why? Because it's easier to put somebody around you that's doing worse to make yourself feel better as opposed to logically doing something better. So people ain't going to take that logical action and be like, you know what? I got to be a better person. Because if that was the case, everybody would be out there upholding an image of righteousness. If these Christians were so Christ-like, why haven't we seen the example of Christ yet? If the idea is to be more Christ-like, why haven't we seen an example of it yet? Not even remotely close. These motherfuckers is moonwalking on Christ. They not even backsliding no more. They moonwalking in the name of the Lord. Right in our face, playing in our face. Moonwalking. How the fuck is y'all gonna go listen to her tell y'all to be holy and act like she don't listen to secular music after you just watched her 3 weekends in a row do fuckery, whether it was in Miami or LA? For the last 4 weekends, we watched straight lie to y'all face and then do something completely different. Come back to Baltimore, lie to y'all face, and then do something completely different within a 2-day span. And y'all just acting like it's normal. So chaos has become normal now. You know?
Well, I found that girl's page that Chrisean was fighting. That girl was not at the baby shower. I don't know who started that rumor just to make it seem like whoever she was fighting had something to do with Nevaeh, but that girl didn't wasn't at that baby shower.
That's even worse that she would go out there and fight a random girl.
Oh shit.
What happened?
Yeah. It's
What happened,
strange.
Mo?
It says no driver's license, failure to appear in court, bench warrant issued.
Hmm.
I
I knew
know
she
it.
wasn't going to
Oh,
show
she about to
up.
get arrested, y'all.
Oh, airport? Can she get on
Thank
the
goodness.
airport? She's driving
It
back
says
to
the
Baltimore.
people of the state of California versus Malone, Chrisean, Eugenia, arrangement and
You can't go
plea.
back to the airport.
8/17/26 at 8:30 a.m. She did not show up for court.
I knew she wasn't going to
She
show up
did
for
go.
court.
She said
How
she
did I
was
know that?
going to
Yeah.
court and
I
did
told you
not
everything
show
about
up
to
for
crumble.
court.
You know, she's about to.
It's all coming down.
That's why I said we gotta have faith and patience. Like
That's it. We've been patient. We've been doing this for months. Lock
Hold
her
on, let me
ass
see
up.
something.
you see, God doing it at the right
Lock
time,
her ass up.
right
Hold on,
time.
let me see.
Come on.
File 126.
Oh, she's gonna be
Arrest
doing
date
the Baltimore.
12/28.
And this is in the state of California, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bench warrant.
This is
Or is it Arizona where she got caught?
driver's license suspended, revoked for offensive not related to driver ability. 12/28. Unlawful
She
to
was on screen
drive
driving
unless
last night.
licensed. Yeah, think about driving yourself to court
You
as you
incriminate
going to.
yourself.
Yeah, you got to drive yourself to court as you go to court for not driving. Like,
They
what the
lock
fuck?
you up right in the parking lot.
Bench warrant hearing, arraignment and plea, held procedure. Torrance 8:30, 6:23.
Baltimore can't help her with this one.
What's
She can
today's
go
date?
back all she wants.
This is the thing. She's gonna be torn apart because if she go back to Baltimore and
Is it August?
She got a lot of protection in Baltimore, so let's keep that in mind. But at the same time, I just feel like this time she's gonna make it.
On 6/23, they released her on her own recognizance. That was the
Oh,
6/23 one when she got a chance the first time. So she already got her 3 pushes. She already got her 3 pushes.
they restricted from you to get to
They
not get it
set
at
they set a
all.
warrant. They set a warrant for bail on 2/26, and then on 6/23 they released her on her own recognizance, and now she didn't show up to court again.
Ooh,
So now
we this close to getting Junior some help.
she gonna have to get somebody that baby.
Get her gone.
Mm-hmm. Help is on the
I didn't
way.
understand why the cops were there and they didn't kind of check for that, but I think that they were more worried about the reaction of Nevaeh because Nevaeh was like the one doing stuff. Chrisean was in the car.
Help is on the way. Help is on the way, Junior. Help is on the way.
Yes.
We got you. We're gonna have to we might as well start the Chrisean trial fund now. We might as well just go ahead start piling up the
trial.
Go ahead start piling up the cash app so we can, make sure we got our room and board. Cause I'm going.
I'm going to.
Chrisean. Now, see, the problem is we might have to actually go to LA for this one. And if they make it federal and charge her out there,
Where's the bench?
she might have to get charged. She might, I don't know, the investigation that's in Baltimore, and then if they lift her informant status and she get charged with the Geronimo one, then that's going to be in because there's no statute of limitation for unaliving. So if they pull that one, then that's going to be in Cali. The other one's going to be in Baltimore.
He's a goner.
She's
I'm
done
just
up.
waiting.
Oh, Blueface.
He's done a
Blueface got
number
what
last night.
Blueface got what he wanted.
Yep.
Hold on, let me hear my
Nah,
girl.
he gonna be in
Hold on.
trouble.
I gotta hear my girl and I gotta hear my girl Angel speak on it. She out there beating up fiends and addicts. That's crazy that she learned boxing just to go beat up fiends and addicts. This shit, the world is coming to an end. You hear me? We got to be in the end times. We got to be in the end times. Shout out to everybody that's in the Discord. Discord is packed right now. I don't even know what's going on. Let me see. Let me get a count. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's about 30 people in here. We growing. See, it's a lot more people that don't want the shenanigans and bullshit than it is that people that want it. All the people that want the shenanigans and the bullshit, they sleep right now. They wake up 5 o'clock on demon time. Niggas ain't got nothing to do. They sleep in the daytime. When we operate in that early bird that get the worm shit, they sleep right now. They ain't getting up until 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Soon as they get up, what they do? They go searching for a get high and press live on their phone. You know what I'm saying? They go searching for a little itch.
So do we know if she made it to court or not?
As of right now, it's saying that she did not make it to court. Failure to appear with a warrant out. It's in. They looked it up. Somebody sent me the what you call it, the papers. They looked it up.
All Nevada got to do is go back to the videos, get those license plate, and put a BOP on it.
You think she'll make it back to Baltimore?
She's gonna have to drive.
No, she's not gonna want to go back to Baltimore and leave Blue after all this.
I want to know who had something to do with the pew pewing. Who let off the fires? Was that thing number 1, thing number 2, or thing number 3?
Yeah, they're gonna have a POB on her. No, I mean, is it a POB or BOP?
It might as well be a BPS.
Where's she gonna live? Because I know that girl ain't letting her back in that house. I know she's seen everything.
BlueFace shows DDG crazy.
DDG had all the reason not to be around them.
You know, all of them side eyeing that shit now. You know, DDG sitting somewhere like, that's why I didn't go to the baby shower. I knew them niggas was gonna do some dumb shit. That's why I didn't go. You say what? Oh no, that was the Christian thing. That was the street preaching thing. Yo, your mic going out, Ed. Mac, yeah. If you were just saying something, your shit going out.
No, it was the video. It wasn't me.
The video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe this girl, but damn, she didn't go to court for the second time. What does she think, that her dad gonna keep going?
Yeah, if y'all on YouTube, the best thing y'all could do is come to the Discord, because we be on TikTok for the most part. The TikTok, we'll go over there and stream it live, stream both kicks, both what you call them. So we mainly be over there. This is actually going to be like not our last live on YouTube, but we'll probably do like a live every Friday, but we'll do a premiere. So what I'll do is we'll have a big discussion in the Discord, and I'll record that, and then I'll premiere it on Discord so people can keep up with it and everything like that. It's not to take anything away from YouTube. It's just that, like, going live on YouTube, you know how the troll game works. You know how these haters work over here. Y'all seen the operation of the Black Tea sector. Y'all seen that they will infiltrate people's Discords, trauma bond with people, attack people in your Discords. Y'all see that they will attack people in the comment section. No matter how much we tried to push the love is love thing over here and explain to people what was going on, like y'all wasn't trying to hear it, you know? And that's not the collective that I represent, you know what I mean? So I had to retrace my steps and go back to TikTok where there's like-minded people that don't want to stay in that drama and that negativity and that cycle that y'all are repeating over here on YouTube. Like, think about it. I literally watch y'all argue about the same thing for 2 fucking years. I watch y'all argue about the same thing. And that argument that took place 2 years ago is still circulating around in the black tea sector. Still have not moved past that argument that took place 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. That is weird as shit to me. So you know what? That's not us. We kept on saying that over here on YouTube. That's not the energy we want. That Jaguar right shit is not the people that we want around us. Y'all didn't believe me when I kept on saying that. So what I do? All right, I digress. I see. Y'all don't want it. Let me go find the right people that fucking want it. That was it. That's all I did. There's 9 billion people in this world. You think that I really was about to stay in the Jaguar right sector with you motherfuckers? If I'm the one pointing out the flip dipping and manipulation and all of that shit, and y'all thought that I was gonna get manipulative and staying in the same energy, hell no. Let me go get the people that don't want to be in that energy. And now look at it. Look at it. Those people in the same energy, siphoning the same 200 fucking people from live to live to live. They're in the same energy, arguing and fighting over the same 200 people. And y'all can't say we didn't give y'all a chance. We gave out TikTok pages and said, yo, listen, I'm telling you, if you want to grow, if you want to build, if you want to grow, go to TikTok. We gave out TikTok pages. What took place? Ignorance took place. Because they don't want to learn a new application. They don't know TikTok. They don't want to go grow or build on TikTok. Look at us. Look at our numbers just growing. Y'all ain't see me on YouTube trying to siphon none of y'all people out of y'all rooms or none of that shit. Why? Because we kept saying the same thing. We don't want the negative people. When, you know, the Snoopies, the Maggies, the all of that shit that y'all building up, we kept on saying we don't want that as our collective. And now look at y'all collective still doing the same shit y'all was doing 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And now I see why Blueface said, you're not bigger than the program. She thinks she's bigger than the program. Missing court?
Think about this. We already did this in 2023. We already did the Chrisean getting rid of the tattoo. Chrisean's leaving LA. Chrisean's getting into fights in LA and running back to Baltimore. We just did this same thing. She thought that she was going to go back and rewrite the history of LA, only for the history of LA to fucking repeat itself.
This girl is ludicrous.
Didn't we just now see, like, that's why I say it's like the Twilight Zone, because we literally just went through this same Blueface and Chrisean breakup in what, 2023, before he went to jail?
Yeah.
We just went
Some
through
years
it.
ago.
Then he get out and we repeating the same fucking breakup? What? How? Make that shit make sense.
What do you guys
I know
think?
they can't be doing it just for the money. It just doesn't make sense.
Do you guys think that it was her people maybe that, you know, defended her and pew-pewed?
Hold on, say that again.
Do you think it was the girl that the Chrisean fought? Do you think it was her people that maybe pew-pewed?
It could have been a multitude of things because there were 100 people like out there acting like animals.
Yeah, but it was.
It really ain't no telling, because once you carry that energy over, it ain't no telling who could do it. It's like think about that movie with Denzel Washington where the devil was jumping into different people and the detective had to try to, you know, figure out who the devil was in next, right? Think of that. That's what that is. That's what you're watching right now. Something similar to that. Something similar to this demonic entity just jumping into different people that's around them. Like if she brush your ass, if she walk past you and bump you, that entity might jump into your ass, and the next thing you know, you know.
That's so true. Energy transfers. It never expires. So yeah, you got 100 people out there and they see all of that chaos. You never know.
All right, y'all. It says, I apologize. I got regular life.
Oh, Blueface is on parole.
It says, yes, Blueface is actively on parole. Let me make sure y'all hear me.
He was granted a early release date after serving nearly 21 months of the 4-year sentence for a probation violation. Parole status: he is serving the remaining.
California State Prison.
He is serving the remaining portion of his sentence under community supervision rather than behavior bars. Traveling restriction: he is restricted public activities. Since his release, he has returned to the public's eye, including headlines in his matching March 2026. If you like. So maybe he still is on papers. So this definitely violates your papers, right? You fucking jumping people in the streets and shit. Oh, this was last night's arrest. If you're in the Discord looking at it, you see it. You see that was last night. Right here.
Oh my goodness.
That was last night in cuffs. That's last night's scene, right? With the shirt off.
I couldn't tell if that was
Looks
last
like
night
it.
or if that was the other day because I know the other day they were put in cuffs when they
Y'all.
were stopped
Nah,
together.
this last night, I think.
Handcuffs, y'all.
Rob,
I
I
don't
pulled
see
the
his
same
red
video
pants.
on TikTok
know
and
that
it said
That's
August
the
9th.
that's the red pants. That's not.
But Blueface
Is it red pants? I can't see the red pants. I don't
It
know.
said August
See-
9th on the TikTok video.
It looks like the scene
Okay,
we did
see, yeah,
last
he didn't have
night.
it because he didn't have his shirt on in the car when they all
He
got
got
pulled
the
over.
Burberry shirt on though, the tank top.
He didn't have a shirt on last night. He had just
He
the.
didn't have a shirt on last night and the other day, the last weekend when him, Chrisean, and the baby, and they all got pulled over. They had to get out. It was on stream. They got in handcuffs that night. He said they got put in handcuffs that night. And
The
he didn't have no
worst
shirt on
thing
in the,
he
he
did
didn't have no
was
shirt on
put
in the
his
car
hands
either.
or feet on someone else, and he should have never did that.
Damn, boy, she did that return to sender something nice. I got to give Nevaeh credit for that return to sender. That shit
yeah, she
came out
Yeah, like
something
10 out of
nice,
them.
boy. That's that
Okay.
shit. That's how my return to sender be. But
That's
some
what
people,
Alta is working.
that shit is
Especially if it turns out how we think it's gonna turn out. Oh yeah.
shit. More people
Oh
might
my
turn to her
God.
God.
They
Nah, I'm
both
joking. I'm
going.
joking. I'm joking.
Right.
More people might turn to Nevaeh God. Her God is working. Her God working better than Jesus.
No, for real.
She just posted her kick
Crazy how that worked
now
out.
for us to follow for when she go into labor.
Yeah, she gonna get famous off of that kid for sure, for sure. And plus, if Blueface going down. Blueface already fucked up. You might as well say Nevaeh run the circus now. The Blueface Chrisean is 2026 Bonnie and Clyde. You hear me? They about to do a song together. I don't care if you want to run, as long as I'm next to
I was thinking
you.
about that.
Blueface, Blueface.
They said they want to be Beyonce and Jay-Z.
And if loving you is a crime, I would give my life to you. Them motherfuckers is going to jail. You hear me? Blueface, Blueface. I hear sirens coming from above, loud as hell, but they don't know.
No.
She going to jail.
I know Blueface's boyfriends in jails miss him.
See, Blueface about to get that old thing back. You hear me?
Oh my goodness. Because
They about
why
to be
would you
playing with
even
that
leave with this
thing.
animal? Why
Niggas is
did you
going to
invite this
jail.
girl?
They going to jail. You hear me?
He did it all for clips, must be. Like,
I don't care if you want to run. They going to jail. You hear me? For real.
Now they done spotted the
She just
girl.
was talking crap about him.
They done spotted the girl that Chrisean was fighting in a picture with Jaden.
Yeah, and they said that was
That'll
supposed to
be
be
wild
family.
if
But I don't
Jaden
know.
In a
why
picture
that-
with Jaden?
Yeah.
So Jaden put the hit out. Ooh. Jaden done put the hit out while she was beefing with Nevaeh so it can look like Nevaeh did it.
Jaden might have put the hit out for the pew pew too.
Nah,
She
come
was
on.
already
Come on. Who
threatening
was they?
her
So you
after
trying to say
something.
they was pew-pewing at Chrisean and them last night?
If she, yeah, I'm actually gonna say that. Yes.
Yo, somebody spinning around this situation right here. I promise you. The energy that's spinning around this situation right here is dark. It is demonic. It is literally like if you're on YouTube and you want to donate, the PayPal is there. I know it's a lot of people from overseas. Listen, we got a plan. All right. We're going to build a new network. All right. We're going to put together the people, find people in different states that can help out, so on and so forth. We're going to get the grants. We're going to put together the homestead. We're going to put together the building project where we buy the apartment complexes, put single mothers in there. We're going to buy the abandoned buildings, put the homeless back to work by fixing up the abandoned buildings, letting them stay in the abandoned buildings. But we got to build a network first of like-minded people that want to actually change these neighborhoods. The people that y'all are investing in right now, they are investing back into Uggs. You're invested in that into the attic. The attic is going to invest into the Ugg. The UGG is going to invest into the prostitution. And this shit just keeps on cycling in our community. Like, when are we going to stop? Listen, YouTube, give me a chance, okay? I can't fuck up the community no worse than it's already fucked up. I promise you. The idols that y'all got right now have fucked up the community to where as though if anybody get a chance, there's no possible way we can fuck it up worse than what the fuck y'all doing right now. The image, shaking ass, talking crazy to women, all of that shit. Listen, giving one person a chance to be a better person is not going to fuck up the 50,000 demons that y'all got out there operating right now. You get what I'm saying? Just give one of us a chance. Just one light being, one good fucking person. Just give us a little bit of hope. Just give us one nigga that want to be sophisticated out of the hood. Huh? We not asking for a Stephen Q. Urkel. We not asking for that. We ain't trying to become Stefan. Huh? We ain't trying to turn Bruce into Batman. We ain't trying to do none of that shit. We just want one motherfucking good image. That's it. Just give us one good image. Y'all giving us the pharaohs and all of these fucking crazy minded ass people out of the Gotham City insane asylum and shit. I feel like the Joker and the Mad Hatter done ran all wild through Gotham City and shit. And we stuck. We stuck in the middle, just stuck in the middle again. Here I am. Like, no, just give us one. Just one. It don't even have to be me. That's how thirsty I am for
We
somebody.
need you, Ro.
I need just give us one sophisticated, dedicated person to bring change to some communities, small ones. It ain't even got to be big communities. Just let us fucking build small little villages and shit. Okay? Y'all got the majority of the fuckery. All right? Y'all got it. Lust, greed, gluttony, you motherfuckers is winning. We get it. We get it. Y'all done stepped all over the fucking Last Supper. You got Jay-Z presenting the Last Supper, talking about some God did. And now you got Chrisean presenting the Last Supper as a fucking boxing match. Just give us somebody different. I'm tired of following these fake ass images where they go out and buy jewelry before they buy a fucking house. Where they go out and get their butt injected before they actually take care of their kids. This is bullshit. There's no possible way that everybody, all the idols are thinking the same way. You mean all of them just want gold teeth and jewelry? It has to be a motherfucking conspiracy that every person that they give a chance to just want fat ass and gold, and every last one of them. Don't nobody want to make a difference. Don't nobody want to rebuild the neighborhoods and the ghettos and the slangs, and none of them. They just want a gold fucking teeth with diamonds in it and shit. Who can wear the best chain? For real. I mean, I'm gonna try to reach out to Kyrie Irving and maybe get something started, but I need y'all help to do it. We got to start giving our attention to the right people. Once we start giving our attention to the right people can connect with the other right people.
I see the growth.
Yeah, it's happening. It's
We're
happening.
getting there.
Yeah, definitely. Slowly but surely, it's happening.
Big ups, because I've been watching from the beginning and I see the growth. It's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're listening. They're listening to you, Ralph. They're not listening to someone else.
For the most part, you're absolutely right, and that's why I say like I can't stop. If the more people start depending on me, the more I feel like I gotta turn up. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
Yeah, you got to keep going.
okay, you gotta, because it's like more people are listening. If there's more people listening, then you know
It
you
gets the
gotta
people
act
going.
accordingly. You
You
know what I
gotta,
And I
mean?
you
said
gotta
this is the
do
only
it
live that makes sense.
for
Hey, Ralph, I
real.
love your channel. Love
I
from
appreciate
Pittsburgh,
you.
yay. Black and yellow.
I'm from
Pittsburgh in the
Pittsburgh
building.
too,
I'm a Steelers
Black and
fan,
yellow.
so I love it.
Hold on, not too much of that
but I'm a
Steelers fan
Packers
shit.
fan. Sorry, y'all.
Not to change the topic,
Not
but
too much of that Pittsburgh shit.
okay, I'll shut up.
Y'all still mad at the Cowboys for that, that 92
We
interception.
Oh, we
looking
not
good.
going. We're
We
not
looking
going to do
good
that
this
big.
season.
Yeah, see, you don't like when I bring it up, do you?
Mm-mm,
You don't like when I
not at
bring it
all.
up. You don't like when I bring up that stolen
Back to
championship, huh?
Krishan. Nope. Mm-mm.
Nah, I'm
Hey, the
joking.
people in Pittsburgh, we should make a group chat. So I need somebody else to talk about
Separately,
this too.
right? Started. Add
You
me.
said
Oh yeah,
started.
we definitely can.
Yeah, started and add
Okay.
me, please.
Matt, I don't know how to do it on like TikTok. My TikTok is Mimi Faith Walker. I don't know if y'all be seeing me in the comments, but I be
All
commenting
right,
a
I'm
lot.
gonna have to add you.
Post it in the
Okay.
Discord. Add each other in the Discord. Add your Discord. Add your TikTok to the Discord.
My
That
name
way
is the
everybody can
same
follow you from it and hear it.
on
Like,
all platforms. So
yeah,
Okay.
find
just
me.
I'm about to put it in now.
All right, and I'll add
It's
you
a
too.
picture of me in like a Nigerian dress.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, let me add
Nigerian.
you. Copy.
all right. So at this moment, I'm going to take a break. But Discord, you have the YouTube, talk amongst each other, so on and so forth. But I'm gonna take a break. I have to leave my mic open in order for them to hear you over there. So I'll try to be as quiet as possible, but I'm gonna step away from the screen to go indulge in some things that are, you know, adult like activities, but not in that,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
I'm
I'm doing
gonna
the
go.
same thing
Well,
right now, y'all. Spark up.
I'm just gonna go put some, just put it in the air. Smoke it if you got it. Smoke it if you got
well,
it.
we
That's all.
appreciate it because we want you to stay on all day, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all like I said, the Discord, the TikTok can hear you guys right now, so you guys can talk amongst each other. I mean, not TikTok, the YouTube can hear you.
As long as we use friendly words.
And please stay away from the R word. Please stay away from different variations of words. I would like to keep the YouTube page and the Twitch page because that's what y'all are on right now, YouTube and Twitch. Whether or not you want to believe it, I'm broadcasting our voice as on many platforms as possible. I have clips that I put on Instagram and YouTube at the same time, operating the two TikTok pages and the YouTube page. We are on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're just broadcasting on all platforms because I think just as much as they're pushing out this low vibration, I think it takes fewer of us to push out a higher vibration, right? So when we push out our higher vibration, that's what's driving them even more matter because they got to do more shit in order to put the collective in a lower vibration. You get what I'm saying? So when we're approaching this with laughter and how you see us building and shit like that, they have to put out twice as much negativity. That's why you start seeing their face drain. Look at the content creators. Look at the bigger content creators. You see them looking drained. You see them looking sluggish. You see them looking tired, right? When we go live, you see us vibrating high, so on and so forth. When they go live, you see the low operation. You hear it in the tone of their voice. You see it in their face, right? They look like something like what's eating Gilbert Grape type shit. Like, yo, what's wrong with you? James and the Giant Peach? Like, what the fuck? But that's because they're constantly putting out that negative, and that's who's getting sick in the world. You don't get sick because of different variations of diseases. It takes over when you get into that low vibration. Like if you're ever sad or depressed or anything like that, that's when you'll catch a cold. If you're operating in a high vibrational frequency, you don't get as sick as much. When you find yourself sad, depressed, going through heartache, you find yourself with a cold. You find yourself with a sickness. If you arguing and shit like that, you find yourself with a sore throat. You find yourself because it's your throat chakra that's disturbed. So when you see the physical expression of a sore throat, it's because you're disturbed in the throat chakra. Some of y'all get lie bumps on y'all tongue. You remember back in the day, they used to call them lie bumps. You'll tell a lie so motherfucking much, you get a bump on your tongue. That's because that's coming from your throat chakra. Your throat chakra, when you stop, you got to stand on your truth, you know what I'm saying? Stand in your truth. And then the physical expression will come out as a sore throat, a lie bump, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to walk away for a second. You guys got
You're
it.
not lying about it. Thank you.
Shit, I done had a couple of lie bumps. I know I'm not lying. When I
You're
was a
not lying
kid,
about that.
telling fibs and shit, and got a couple of lie
What's
bumps.
up with you?
It's just now I
Don't hold it
understand
down
what
while
it
you take a
was
break.
more
Leave
than
her, leave
before.
her,
It's
don't
like
leave.
when I was using when I was licking my lips. When I was licking my lips, I would get like a little dry, like it was from dehydration, but my lips would start getting chapped. And I started wearing chapstick. It took away because your tongue has a bunch of germs on it. When you lick your lips,
Yeah,
those
Krishan
germs
has that
dry
right
up
now.
on your lips.
She has a top dry lip.
You say what?
I said Krishan has that right now. She has a top dry lip.
Yeah,
And it
because she
look
keep
nasty
licking,
too.
because she keep licking that
Lick,
fucking
lick,
lip
lick,
instead of buying
lick.
chapstick. She keep licking that top lip.
We'll hold it down.
Mouth is nasty.
All right, hold it down.
Yes, yes, very.
Hold it down. Hold it down.
All right, we're gonna use friendly words, everybody. Yes, let's
And
hold it
nobody
down.
be in our house be washing their ASS, just be walking around phone.
She wear the same clothes all the time.
Draws and all.
You're gonna see that Burberry for a long time. Watch her.
When Blueface opened that door and Krishan peeked through, my blood started boiling. I said, "Oh my gosh!" And he talking about, "No, I don't
I
need
knew
no
she was
mail
gonna
or something
show
like
up
that."
though, because she said, she told on herself like, "Do you
Yep.
want me to pop off or do you want me to get active?" She did that already. She already said it to us. Like we already knew she was gonna get active. She just can't say it for the attention to be on someone else. She got to make it about her. So
Yo, they could still arrest Blueface for what he did yesterday.
yeah, because it's on video. I just don't understand why he would put himself back in that predicament for
Wow.
Krishan.
They think deleting their own clips is doing something. Like, no, it's already clipped up everywhere. You're cooked.
You're very cooked. My
I
daughter
Eat
needs
watched-
that clean.
I
You're
watched the
cooked.
live last night that Ralph had up all night till they cut it, and Nevaeh went right to that car and looked right at her. She said, "You can have him." She never
Yep.
even rolled down her window or nothing.
No, Dean stopped her though. She was like, you pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't even
But
taunt her because she ain't even supposed to be driving.
exactly. Do y'all
The
know that
police was
her?
Krishan
right
think
there.
everybody
The
supposed to be
police,
scared of her. Not everybody's scared of Krishan. Like, okay, you fight. Wow, what do you do?
the
What they
police was
do?
right there at the end of Blue's Live. The police was there, and she went over to the police. She said she wanted a restraining order against her. She was talking to him, but one pushed him, grabbed her, and told her to get in the car. So one took her home, and the rest of them jumped in the car, and then they was flying down the road. Then they cut the live, and then I went to sleep.
I went to sleep too, and I'm too invested to go to sleep, and I did on the stream.
I
So
was
that's
But do
trying to
y'all
my
fight
know
my
that
eyes open, but I
her?
lost the fight.
Do y'all
But
know
it
that
was
her rock tards are condoning what she did? They said
but this is
she's defending herself.
Yeah,
but
that
this
shit
is
is
what I want
That's
terrible.
to
what
say,
they
and then
said.
I gotta
That
go
wasn't
back
a
to work. But
defensive thing. Like she mopped her. She mopped that girl up.
She
She would have got
I was
did.
dismantled
gonna
up there in the bird.
I was gonna tell y'all, and then I'm gonna get off for a second. But it was two chicks that came in and talked to Nevaeh that kind of looked like that chick did. I don't know if anybody else was watching that live with me or what, or if y'all noticed the girls that was on there last night. But the two chicks that came in there that was whispering something to Nevaeh and they cut the mic, one of them looked just like that chick that she
Yeah, I
fought
was
last
noticing that too.
Well, I gotta look at
Somebody
some
posted
girls.
on
Unless
live.
she had on a
Somebody
different
posted on
outfit.
live talking about some prayers for Chrisean Rock. What we praying for her
Now,
for?
the girl that she fought is on. She has actually showed herself now, so it's on Instagram. So
Yeah,
you
I
can,
posted a picture
you,
of her in this chat on
yeah, you
with
can see
Jaden.
her.
And
Not,
I
but you know
don't
the
think,
the
unless she had
up-to-date
on a
picture.
different outfit earlier, she wasn't
No, I
at
don't
that
think
baby
it's her
shower.
because she would have had to choose
Because
the
The girl
I
that
don't
outfit.
I'm
think she was.
talking
I
about,
don't think
she
she
was
was at the
not.
baby shower.
The girl
well,
that
if
I
she
was
was,
talking
she didn't
about,
post
she was
anything.
not.
You know what I mean? Like the
Right.
girl's
I don't think
story
she was.
has nothing
Uh,
relating to the baby shower on her story, and
yeah.
they were letting people be on
I
their
don't think
phone.
this girl. I don't think she was at the baby shower.
No,
No,
this
Mm-mm.
it
girl
And her
wasn't that I'm
friend.
talking about. She
looked
wasn't
like
at the
each
baby
other, but
shower
they
neither. She was
they had the
she
same
was at the
hairstyle, but
prom.
no.
She was at the prom stream. It
She was
was
at the
two
prom.
chicks.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It was
okay,
two
okay,
chicks that
okay.
approached her at the prom, and she was streaming. They walked up to her, and whatever they told her to do, she cut her mic, and they was
Oh,
whispering and
okay.
talking. And then Nevaeh got up, and she went outside and approached Chrisean. Those two chicks look kind of for me. I hadn't really looked at it because I'm at work, but the two chicks that was approaching Nevaeh and telling her something, which I'm sure they was telling her Chrisean was outside. Those two chicks, one of them looked just like the chick that Chrisean beat up. Because Blueface
Nevaeh
did
knew
not
They
Krishan
leave.
was
find it so
outside.
uneasy that he would just like find somebody random to fight on the street. But you know, people are mad with her
This
for
chick wasn't random. I
juniors.
think it's
So I
Nevaeh,
can understand if somebody walked up on her like, yeah, let's fight.
those
Nevaeh
girls.
knew
They was
Krishan was
trying to
outside before they even went inside. She knew she was outside before they even went inside Dean's
Yeah, and
thing
the
because
family probably
well,
knew
Nevada,
already. So I
she
don't think it
knew,
was
but
nobody that
Nevaeh
knew.
didn't go out there and approach. So Nevaeh didn't go out and approach the whole situation to them two black chicks walked up and was talking to her. And when all that stuff popped off, Krishan and Blue did not leave the streamer prom. They stayed. His camera crew left the streamer prom. One, he left, he took Nevaeh home. So they all went separate ways. Those two girls were still in that prom. So I promise you that one black girl that I think she was sitting in the corner, that's who looked like the girl that Krishan fought.
I mean, it would make sense because Krishan did disrespect like her baby shower. So it makes sense if it was somebody that was close to Nevaeh or had any dealings with Nevaeh because
I
Nevaeh
honestly
can
don't think
fight.
those chicks was close to Nevaeh though. I think they was just being messy because she had the camera set up, and I think they was just coming over there and telling her, oh, Chrisean outside, Blueface in the car with. They was just being messy. But I believe that cameraman that was sitting there went back and snitched. Nevaeh would have never came outside if those two chicks hadn't been sitting there telling her.
They say it was her chat that was letting her know what was going on.
Well, the streamers in the chat let her know, and she was reading the chat, but she did not move until those two chicks came over to that table and started talking to her. That's when she got up.
they must have told her Blueface was in her car.
I agree. I saw that.
The one girl that Nevaeh was talking to was at her baby shower.
No, okay, I don't know. At the
Yeah,
streamer
the one
party?
that had the shorts.
Somebody
Yeah,
actually
she
in
was
the
at her baby
comments
shower.
said that was Bodine's niece, and I don't see how that would be.
I just kind of feel like they had something to do with telling her something because she had been sitting there in the chat was eating Blueface up saying that he was outside, and the cameraman was being messy and he was showing that Blue had left the dance floor. And the next thing you know, he flipped back to her, and that's when those two chicks came. After those two chicks left, Nevaeh hopped up and she said, "Don't put that camera in my face." And she flew downstairs out to the parking lot, got right to the Chrisean car and told her, "You can have him."
Then why
You
y'all
can
gonna
have him.
disrespect a woman either way?
He must have tried to slip off. He must have tried to slip off, and then
That's why I think I think the cameraman was being messy last night and said,
But so was
those two
Blueface
girls
because he
snitched
told him
on
like,
you.
"Oh, you think you big? You know, you think you better?"
Because
I've
the
been
way she
inside
was,
2 other baby showers.
the way that Blueface was playing that is
Like I watched it because Ralph had the screen split, so you could see when Nevaeh and Blue got in the car. Chrisean
Yes.
started laughing, and then all of a sudden, she starts her car, puts her seatbelt on. She followed them all the way to the prom, the whole
Yeah.
way. They stopped and
Mm-hmm.
got drinks. They stopped a couple of times, and she followed them the whole way.
I think
Then she
Nevaeh
get
did
She
too, because there
sure
was a
did.
time where she was looking out the window when they stopped. And I'm like, what she must, just trying to like keep her head on the swivel type thing.
Nevaeh was in straight up pain last night. She could barely freaking sit.
Yeah, she can barely breathe.
Yeah, she almost looked like she was in active labor. And then when she got there, Blue was already kind of forcing his way into the stream of prom anyway. And I don't know, he flipped. To me, I kept saying he looked darker than darker. Like he looked way different for some reason to me. He looked like
It
he was
must have been a
flipping into
camera
that
because
energy.
it looked the same way to me, but he had looked demonic.
He looked demonic in the way he was talking and hitting her like she was a dude. And it was like he was like, you know how somebody's talking to you and they kind of tap you? He kept doing that to Nevaeh, and you could tell she was just in pain. Like that car ride over there, it's like he was channeling demons or I don't know if he was, but to me, it looked like his skin complexion got 10 times darker. I kept
Darker.
saying,
Yeah,
why does
he
he
was
look
kind of
so
going
dark?
getting more aggressive as the ride was
It
going
had to
on
been the
too.
camera.
Well, that's
I
how
don't
spirits
know.
work.
You had to
That's how
see it.
spirits work.
You might say it was the camera, but you would have to
I
have
don't think it was
seen
the
it where he
camera. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it because
something.
sometimes he looks like he's nice.
Do you
I
guys
know
know
his
why he was
face
so
is
invested in hitting that girl? That's what I want to know. Why was he so
Yeah,
emotional?
that was too much for me. Kicking
What you
her.
mean? What are you talking about? The girl he kicked?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I'm
Oh, I
telling you,
don't know.
She need to sue him. She need to sue.
I feel like she is the one because a lot of people kept coming up to Nevaeh, but she was talking, they got drinks. He got a drink and he sat his drink down and he took off. So she was just sitting there. She was not getting ready to get up because Nevaeh was not feeling good. She was not getting ready to get up. She's gonna sit there and wait him out. He thought he could creep off
Yeah.
with Chrisean and get back before she noticed. But those two girls
Yep.
came there and they sat there and they talked to her and talked to her. And you could see
So
Nevaeh's
you're
face
saying it was a
changing
grudge
like
or
she was,
what?
what you say?
So you're saying that he kicked her because he was mad at them or
Because
he's holding a grudge?
I believe it was the chick that snitched. Like honestly, Nevaeh's face went red when those girls
Let's
finished talking
let's
to
say
her.
it's not her. Let's say it's not her. Why would he do that?
Because he a demon.
For Chrisean.
For
I think he
Chrisean,
wanted
because
to.
Like that's a girl's fight. You don't jump
Yeah,
in it.
he's
You can
terrible.
antagonize it, but don't
Yeah,
don't
that
jump
was
in it.
That was
terrible.
some sassy stuff right there.
Maybe
like
Krishan was
Terrible.
losing.
I know everybody was
He was not
asleep.
losing at
No,
all.
she was not losing.
I know
There was
everybody
no
was
reason for
asleep
her
last
to
night.
kick the
But if you
girl.
would have seen the way
Yeah, you
when
gotta go back and watch that
if you
on
see
your
the
own
way
time.
that Krishan's face looked when Blueface told her to pull up at that streamer party, she was lying to her chat. She was like, "I'm at home. I'm in my
She was so
car.
happy.
I'm in
Oh
my
yeah.
driveway, chat."
But
But
what
she was
point?
at
She
the
was
But I
party.
didn't get why she. I don't get what was her point of doing that. Like,
she
I mean,
wasn't
maybe for
depending on
Nevaeh,
people
She's a
watching
dog.
to think
She's
it
a
People
was
like
said
when
same
her
people
get her
time.
said it
mind
was
out
about the
racing,
baby.
she's
She
a
had all
dog
week
for
to do
him.
something.
You
I
had to
think
see that
She's a
in
Krishan
real
dog
thinks
for
time. It
him.
was
I
crazy.
think Krishan thinks that people don't have more than one phone, so they can't watch multiple streams at the same
she's
Yeah.
just
time.
lied too
But it was
much.
so obvious. If Ralph hadn't did that side by side, it
You wouldn't
would
have
it would
seen
have
it.
been
Or
as obvious. Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it's so
obvious because
obvious.
Ralph did that side by side. You can literally see her face change and
beyond.
Blueface change at the same exact
He knew
time.
what was going on.
Yeah, you could tell their facial
As soon
expressions
as he
flipped
got
at
in
the
that
same
car, she
time.
pulled right off. Pulled right off
Yep.
and started laughing.
And the one thing I noticed is that both of them, their facial
And when she
expressions
got that
clicked,
red on, when she got that color red on,
right?
she acts like a damn demon
Both of them had that red
every
on
time.
yesterday. He went and
He put
changed
that
into
shit
that
on
red, and
purpose.
then
He
both
had
of
a
them had
blue
their
on.
hoods pulled up. I'm telling you, it's like they both was on the same demon time because
Her
Time.
ass gonna rot in the
Well,
cell.
yep. I know y'all had to catch that scream that she did at her home in Baltimore when she had the red on and she got in the camera and looked possessed, she was looking crazy. Okay? Every
To
time she
me,
put that red
honestly,
on,
Krishan
we
been
know what
looking
time it is.
crazy ever since she went to Miami. It's getting worse and
And then
worse.
when she put that white on, she tried to act like she's a different entity. No, baby, we see right through you.
They got a video of Chrisean throwing all this stuff around in that girl's closet, just throwing stuff
Yeah,
everywhere.
she threw the trash can.
No
Like I
way.
watched. Yeah, she was throwing stuff around.
Her friend that let her like stay and cook at her house.
Yeah,
She was on the
No, I didn't see that part.
That's after she came from Blue's house and she was like hyping herself up. She's like, I don't know how many subs she asked for. Let's just say she asked for 50 subs and I'll get active. I'll do this. Like she was trying to get her chat up.
She's
And her
all
chat
that
was
mess.
eating her alive. They was like, haven't you changed? What are you doing? And she was just like ignoring that. But yeah, and she straight up lied to her chat last night. She told her
That's what
chat she
exactly
was.
what we needed her to do, to be a crash out. So they could
I was
lock
so
her ass
happy.
up.
Please, because like she's just giving it all away on her own.
She's gone because she sat there and told her chat last night, I'm at home, I'm in the driveway, and she straight was at the streamer farm.
She's a
And you can
goner.
see,
And Blue
you can
did that
see
to
it.
Nabil Khalid. He's terrible as hell.
Oh, he wore the
He only
veil
care about
out
the
last night.
money, but the money is gonna put him away, and you won't have no money.
But for
The things
whatever
that he's
reason,
doing.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
figure out why they separated the way they did last night. Because everybody went in different directions except for Blue and Krishan. They stayed.
That was the whole plot, so Nabil Khalid.
Yeah, they wanted
But
Nevaeh.
she should have went home after the baby shower anyway.
I'm trying to find out who the girl is because it looks like they know who she is already.
I'm telling you, I feel like it was that chick because she was so far up in Nevaeh's ear that night. I mean, you could tell, and like they even left and came back. And I don't know who, I can't remember who was on the stream with me last night, but I kept saying, are they trying to get views or what are they trying to do? Because with her camera being up, I just thought they was just trying to be in the camera. But it was just like whatever they said to her, that's when she got up, and the cameraman was trying to get her to stay in the building. But he followed her all the way out. But you know how they get messy with the camera because they don't want to show Blue doing anything wrong or Krishan. So they start floating the camera around so you really couldn't see what she was doing. But when she got to the car, she told Krishan straight to her face at the car, you can have them. I don't want them no more. And she walked right over to the police and said, I want a restraining order.
Yeah, the cameraman's is definitely messy, dusty, and dirty.
Yeah, they start moving
They
the
be looking
camera
like
all
bums
kinds
and
of
shit.
crazy.
Number 3 definitely overly going. He just up.
He's
But
ugly.
we thought that they was trying to go home to catch Nevaeh because she wanted to get out of there so fast. But I don't know, it seemed real plotted, like something was wrong because Krishan tried to hide her car once they put the camera on her car. Blue told her to move, park somewhere else, and she tried to hide her car from the camera angle. And next thing you know, they started getting messy with the camera again.
She ain't even
But the
supposed to be
police
driving.
But the police was right there, and she was in the car.
Right there beside her car. I didn't understand that, but they probably was more focused on Nevaeh because Nevaeh was irate and cursing, and because that's the orderly conduct. They probably was paying more attention to Nevaeh's behavior because Krishan never stepped out the car. You notice that how she is. She never stepped out the car. She never brought any attention to what Nevaeh was doing and saying because she was in the car with Blue.
She would have got in trouble.
But did you notice
She would have got in trouble. You ain't supposed to be driving.
She pulled off, and then she spent the block and dropped Blueface off again, and then hit her car. It was
the
weird.
way that she sped off. I was kind of worried why the police never.
I mean, she
checked for that.
Flew up out the parking lot. They drove
like they
around
already
the
knew.
corner.
Chat, they're saying that she is pregnant. I'm hearing that the girl's pregnant.
Who's pregnant though? Is it Krishan or the girl?
The news posted it.
Oh, the girl that Krishan beat up?
I told you guys, yeah.
Oh, it's really a wrap for her.
She's going down.
Oh.
She going down.
The news posted it.
Down, yo.
That if I was that girl, and I know that girl probably already pressed charges this morning. Forget that. But
Yep.
you know what?
If
Yep.
They're
you
going
don't,
to
if you
make
don't
it look
press
like
charges, the
self-defense
DA is
because
gonna press charges.
she was putting her hands up like she wanted to fight, pregnant or not. They might spin the
But we
narrative
don't know
that
what happened before that.
we
Right.
don't because somebody just started
Somebody had to
recording
defend herself.
randomly. Yes, we don't know what happened before that. We
But
don't.
it doesn't and
It doesn't make
two,
her
if
look
he
good that she
doesn't,
was putting her hands up.
yeah.
Being pregnant.
But if he doesn't press charges, the DA could decide to pick up the charges and press charges anyway, which is probably
Yeah,
gonna
because
happen
that's
anyway.
how the
something
state
else.
laws work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have to actually press charges; they can pick it up
Nope.
because they have evidence.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, they both of them they cooked. It's a wrap.
They both going down.
Somebody said in the chat she went to court. No, she did not go to court this morning.
No, she didn't show up for court.
Like
Yeah,
her
they put
ass
a
is
warrant out.
rest.
Like a dummy.
I don't think that girl is pregnant. She's drinking and smoking on
They're saying it is
She probably
Nevaeh's
on
friend.
her way to Baltimore.
whatchamacallit. Like she's
Let's
on
use
her
let's use
story at the
friendly words
club.
because I think we
Like
got to
that's not
start streaming
cool.
on
So
different
you girls are right.
platforms.
It looks like it's
Don't say
Nevaeh's friend.
moking.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not Nevaeh's friend. Why y'all keep
It's,
saying it? Why you keep saying
it's
that?
on Instagram.
That girl is pictured with Jaden. If anything,
They
she's
say
Jaden's
she's
friend.
Jaden's friend. Yeah.
Yeah, that girl is pictured in a picture. I posted it in this chat if you want to scroll up and see. She's with Jaden. And that girl was not at the baby shower. She was not at the baby shower.
She just
If that
might
was
not
her
like
friend,
Krishan,
that
and
was
she
her
might have been
friend
just
and she
defending
was in
Jaden.
LA. If that was her friend and she was in LA, she was gonna be at that baby shower. That's not that
Well,
girl's friend.
This is what Google's saying. They're saying that she was
Oh my
recorded
God.
earlier after the baby shower. During the altercation, a bystander or participant can be heard shouting that someone involved is pregnant.
That's I think that's because everybody's saying that. Y'all saying that and Google is that's an AI overview, right?
Yeah,
That's
the
what it is.
algorithm is probably pushing that narrative, but
Yeah, overruled. That girl is not pregnant. That girl, I'm looking at her story right now. That girl is out at the clubs she's at the clubs with her friend.
she
I'm looking at her
did yell
friend's
out
story.
though
They're
that
drinking. They got backwoods. They're not. The girl's not pregnant. The girl's stomach flat as a board. She's not pregnant.
just because she's smoking and drinking doesn't mean that she's not. But that's
I mean,
what
it don't
they
mean
did
she's
yell
not.
out.
That was BlueFace that yelled "Get cracking."
I saw that.
Yeah, that's what BlueFace was yelling. And nobody's pregnant. And I don't think because she was actively trying to fight Krishan, I'm not even gonna say that Krishan the girl wasn't actively trying to get at her. She was actively, I don't think a pregnant woman would be actively, I mean, that's just me. Maybe because that's something I wouldn't do. But I just feel like somebody actively pregnant ain't finna just be smoking and drink
You know
besides
this new
Krishan.
gen. You know this new generation of people.
Yeah, I know, but
They
there's
doing
still a lot of
whatever.
people they have a lot of people. I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna say
that clout.
a lot of people do still have some sense. That
Respect
girl
and
don't look like
morals.
that girl. I'm looking at her page. That girl does not look like
What's her name?
that she's her name on Instagram.
Yeah.
Is the number 2 side SIDE got it. 2 side got it. And look at her story. Look at her friend's story that she's reposting. Like this ain't no pregnant woman, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't think this girl is pregnant.
If she is, he's in trouble.
Yeah, no. And she wasn't at that baby shower. She was at a
She needs to
Nipsey
be in
Hustle.
trouble
A Nipsey
regardless.
Hustle. She was at a
And then
Nipsey
she
Hustle
just will not
prolific
go to
event.
court. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah. She was at a Nipsey Hustle prolific event.
There's a bench warrant already out for her, so you need to be locked up. Something needs to happen to you. Somebody needs to take Junior. Like, what's going on? And we haven't seen Junior since they've been together. Where's Junior?
Somebody say Yahweh watching him.
What? Oh my God.
He is though, because I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably with Mika.
But that's
what
true
she
though,
said.
because like he's such a blessed baby to still, you know what I
He
mean?
really is.
And he's strong. So yes, Yahweh is
Really
definitely watching
is.
him.
Yeah, he's watching him for
I'm
sure.
telling you, he's not playing about his child. I'm telling you. All going.
Nah, you don't get.
But this is all for a reason. Like they're going to be put. They're going to be put down and shut down, and Junior's going to get the help that he deserves.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay,
If it
and
happen like
and God is not counting him out. He's not going to be counted out. He's going to stay and survive as long as he can because he deserves that help. He deserves that chance.
Yes, he did. She keeps
So I
stuffing
want him to
shoes
be
on
able to
that
look
baby.
his mother in the face one day and just say,
Woo.
be able to say,
Yes,
I made it. I made it. Despite how you tried to destroy me,
pick
I still
me.
made it.
I agree with you, but I don't even think that she has that conscience. Like she doesn't give a goddamn.
Yeah.
All of this is about a man, honey. She don't care about nothing but Blueface.
Trust me,
That's
God
it.
gonna,
and she's
God gonna make
And
her
she
pay
try
her
to trick
just.
her fans. She try to trick her fans into believe like, oh, he's just this evil person. No, but I keep going back to him. Like, bitch. I'm sorry if I can say that.
She caught
Are you
that man
okay?
gay and everything, and still going
Oh,
back
he's
to
on his
him.
phones
Still,
and his
still
kids.
Girl, she
on
just was
nasty stuff.
bragging him on live the day before. How you end up in LA? That's what I'm saying. And I don't feel sorry for you either, Blue. Whatever you get, you deserve. Because what are y'all doing?
The whole
yeah,
All this
universe
stuff
is
for
this is
money?
Jaden's friend. You gotta look at her tag videos on Instagram.
the whole
It's
Oh,
universe
videos
post
is
of
it in the
telling
Jaden.
Discord.
Blueface and Chrisean to stay
Yeah.
away from each other, and they keep linking up. And every time they link up, it get worse and worse. They need to
Every
play on
time.
opposite sides of the
Every
world
time.
at this point. I just don't
Somebody
understand
really
why
gonna
they
get
ain't
hurt.
getting canceled.
She's over there fighting cases and demons.
Yeah. I want y'all to look at her screen when she had the red on, the tank top. She love a tank top and a diaper. She loves that type of look. So
Yeah,
when
Whatever
you
you
it is.
guys
funny.
look at it,
You funny.
she was so possessed and she was talking cash crap about Blueface. So I was thinking like, oh, this is the end for them. That that was not it. She was there the next day.
They like to talk
All
to
I could
each
say
other
was, my
through
goodness.
streams and threaten each other through their streams. And the whole
They
time
know a
he was
lot
in the
about each
car,
other though.
the whole time that Blue was in the car riding with Nevaeh, he was like threatening Chrisean. And then she'll get on her stream and she'll do the same thing. It's like they're not even
They know a
talking.
lot about each
They're
other though.
they're
That's what
not
I
talking
feel.
to the chat. They just talking to each other and we watching. It's like sick.
Yeah, but I feel like they knew a lot about each other. Just like she was saying she was gonna get him Moke. And like, oh, I can get you Moke, and you done Moke a lot of people. Like, I think that they have a lot of dirt amongst each other that they know about each other, and like
I think
they
they
just
done a
kind of
lot of
subliminally,
I think they done it together. I mean,
yeah,
so
yes,
now
exactly.
Rolling. She's pressing charges. She gonna press charges. Oh my gosh. She
Good.
posted.
Somebody gonna go first. Somebody gonna talk first.
She
Who gonna
posted.
talk first?
Follow my
Everybody gonna
TikTok
snitch on
story.
everybody. Everybody gonna be
Mhm.
scared.
Yeah. She posted on her
They
story
probably
saying,
not
follow
even
my
gonna go
TikTok
live
for
today.
story
They gonna be
time
like, let's rest.
Oh,
with an
see,
Akon locked up
They
song.
trying to come up with something. It's just
you're. I know you playing. Who
Not
said
the
that?
acorn song.
Wait, let me go to Instagram real quick. She's crazy. I'm telling you, she's gonna do it.
I hope so.
Yeah, she's
Cause
psycho.
she was excessive with it. She was kind of excessive with it. As a boxer, I don't understand why you wanted. If you were gonna fight her, you should have kept it to where y'all was just kind of jabbing, and then because eventually I feel like the girl would have probably gave up. Girl, you was doing too much, and then Blueface
Yeah,
kicking the
that
girl.
was
Y'all
overly
was doing too
going.
much. Like you ain't, once you got her on the ground, you should have backed
That
off.
was it.
Yeah,
She mopped that
backed
girl
off.
up,
But
and
that's
it
what
was
happens when
ridiculous.
they demon. When you got that spirit on you.
They was on
No,
pills and
no,
potions.
she had her man or her baby dad or whoever she wants to claim Blueface to be, saying, "Go, girl, go, girl."
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he was doing in the background. Like he was like, "Go, girl, yeah, come on, schoolyard crib." Like, of course, I'm gonna
I
go
need Nevaeh to
harder,
go live so we can see what's going on. What she's saying.
man. And you know what? Nevaeh looks like freaking Fiona from Shrek.
She's such a
But
bird.
Girl.
but I felt so bad for her. She was like, and I don't know what kind of hairstyle she chose. That was dumb.
Yeah, I
But
did feel bad
anywho,
for her because
yeah,
I would have
like
been
damn,
clocking
you
her
could have
right in
got
the
your hair
corner.
It was
better
giving
than that.
ballerina for real.
She look like
Yeah, she got like a
nice.
distinct look or something.
I
I don't
mean,
get.
No, we talked about it. She looks like a dwarf. She looks like
I
a
mean, we
little
all
mini
had
person,
pregnancy nose, but Nevaeh's
but
nose
with a
is
big
major. Her
body.
nose is big. Like
And her
I
mom
know
ain't
when I was
ugly, so that's
pregnant,
She's
I
not an
was
crazy.
ugly
brushing her
person.
teeth,
I don't
but
think
this
that she's an
girl
ugly
is
person. I don't, but I think that she looks like a little person, but in a big body.
Yeah, she must look like her dad because she don't look
And
nothing
I
like her
can't
mom.
unsee it. Her mom,
her nose makes
her
her
red
like
ass
her
face.
face is scrunched. It just don't look right. Something about her face, and I keep trying to say, "Oh, it's the pregnancy face." I don't know. She just don't have a really attractive face.
She
But
looked like
No,
she got
I
sometimes,
think
butt.
that's her
She looked
That's
eyes.
the
like
Her
she
eyes
female
got
is
butt.
king.
beautiful.
That's the female
sometimes
king.
when you like if you catch a different angle, you be like, "Oh, she cute." Then you'll catch another
Yeah, like
angle,
her
you'll be
eyes is
like,
beautiful
"Oh,
sometimes, and sometimes it's
yeah."
like, damn, what the fuck is that? But
She just
anyway,
got pretty hair. That's all. She got a distinct look.
you
I
think that hair
can't.
is pretty? I don't know.
She got a nice hair.
Sometimes I don't know.
No, I'm talking about like the texture of it.
Mm, I don't know. She looks like a little person.
Krishan is pretty, but she look like she play outside in the dirt during recess all
She's
day and
Krishan
then
looks
come
like
home
that
and
lady from
manly.
Whoville,
yeah, she
She's
don't
too
take. She
manly.
look like she just
like a little
don't.
Cindy or something, like a little.
For
She's
Sean look like she don't take baths for days.
Right. She
Yep.
look like she
Yep.
skip a lot of baths. Like she just put on clean clothes and skip the bath part.
and makeup.
I know her drawers be standing up in the corner.
And she'd be like, "Oh, my skin is so beautiful." Like, you don't think we know you got on makeup? Shut up.
She had that outfit on for like 3 days. I'm
She
like,
She
gonna
said,
wear
I'm
them
gonna wear it
shoes
the
the
whole
fuck out,
weekend.
and she's gonna wear
yeah, the
the
whole.
outfit out. We're gonna see that Burberry for weeks. We're gonna see
How you
the
know
red
she's so
outfit.
low though? Like, you know, all that
She don't
money
even
she was
change Junior. So what? She's nasty.
I know them pants was banging.
I know
You
she
know
was
why
washed
she didn't
that.
pack no clothes? Because I'm thinking she probably don't really do laundry. So all her clothes was probably dirty. And she was like, fuck it. Blueface the boss.
Yeah, she
Like
pissed.
you
She
She
spent
do
that
look
money
like
deserves
the
on a
it.
type
pair,
that be in
a
dirty
bra,
clothes
a
and all of
panties, and the jacket and a pair of shoes. Like instead of just getting some clothes, a whole bunch of clothes or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like,
Like
damn, you
Yeah,
don't
because
have no
100
outfits.
on
You
that
just
is
bought you
crazy.
that. That's
But
it.
why
Not
does
on
she wear those
Burberry, just for
boy
name.
boxes all the time? Like those are kind the shorts that she walk around town in is the shorts that I personally don't even go out my house in. I wear those
Outside
around
there.
my
Exactly.
house.
That
I
tells you
wear
a
those
lot.
if I'm working out
She loves
inside
to walk
my
around
house.
with a diaper on.
Yeah,
Just
she
walk
walks.
around
Yeah.
That's probably she
Said
wouldn't
pamper
even go to
butt.
the mailbox in. Like
pamper
that's
Think about
butt.
it.
scary.
She was at the Gucci store with boxes on.
Right. Like
Yes, his boxers. And she confirmed it. Like I said,
Well,
little
where
diaper
all the
lady.
clothes at then? Where's all the clothes that from
It ain't
before?
no clothes. It's stitched up.
All right, did
She
y'all get
don't
it?
cook. She don't
Yeah.
clean.
All
She's
right, I'm
just
sorry.
I don't
dusty,
remember
Yeah,
that
that's
dirty,
that
fine.
video
musty.
that Blueface made with that laundry all stuck up in the pile.
Did y'all get all of y'all
Yeah.
YouTube? Y'all, we'll get all the YouTube stuff out the way. We can close down YouTube now and go back to TikTok. Because
I'll go back to
TikTok waiting, man. They got, they got those numbers over there on TikTok waiting for us.
Yeah.
That's like
Oh,
8.
that was quick, Ralph. You came
You
back
say?
quick.
You say what?
I said you came back quick. That was
Yeah, I got
not
88.
long.
I got ADHD, ADD,
ADHD, the D.
D,
You got an
OCD,
E.
ODD. Yeah, so time is moving actually real fast in my mind, even though in the world it might be moving differently. In my mind, time is moving fucking fast, right? But it
Well, we kept
when
it
you
going and kept it cute. So we didn't
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
any
When you learn how to
mistakes.
control your mind, right? You can operate in multiple dimensions at one time, right? So everything is moving at the same time and everything is not moving at the same time, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, right? I'm going to start doing Discord classes for it. So that way to give people a better understanding for it. But it's like quantum, but it's also like understanding like how like alchemy works, right? So when you understand like alchemy, how the elements inside you actually works, then you'll understand what it's like to like not send your seed through the fires of Moloch, right? So when you have these different societies or whatever you want to call it, they too have to go by a secret code. And if you happen to crack the code, you can sneak into their, domain, if you would say, right? But understanding the algorithm is only half of the fight. Like building a collective, having people drawn to you, understanding how to use the energy of the vessel to draw people to you, right? You can learn some of this stuff by reading like The Art of War, Art of Seduction, all of those books that they tell you, right? But the greatest lesson is understanding yourself, right? You can go back into your mind right now and time jump back in time, right? To look at or analyze different situations that took place in your life, right? And you can't actually change that, but you can view it from a different perspective if you go back in your mind. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trauma bonding. Don't take this as a trauma bonding story. I'm just giving an example of it through my life experiences, right? I never really could understand why my mom gave us up, right? Why I ended up in foster care, why we ended up in the system. I never could understood it, right? Because I wasn't looking at it from her perspective. I wasn't looking at it from a struggling mother who's fighting addiction and got 11 kids in the house, because this was before, my two twin brothers was born, right? At the time, it was only 11 of us with cousins and stuff coming over the house from time to time, right? When I look at it through her perspective, I say, damn, maybe she was losing that fight with addiction. And she had to come to some type of conclusion where she said her kids might be better off with somebody else than they are with her, because if she lose that fight to addiction, then they're going to get the bad end of it, right? To me, that's a strong mother, right? But I never knew the strength of my mother until I understood it from her perspective of life, right? To me, as a kid, I'm thinking, why me? Why she give me up? Why am I in foster care? Why am I going through 8 different group homes? I fought with this, right? But you can't really understand the strength of a woman until you can understand the perspective of the lifestyle that she choose, the decisions that she make, the direction that she's going in, the things that she sacrifice and give up along the way as she bring life into this world and try to nurture that life to the best of her ability, right? Pointing out Chrisean and this situation with Chrisean is not about Chrisean. It's about the future generations and where do we go from here? Because if we allow this to become the normal operation with our youth, then we'll be in a forever fight with our youth, because they're not going to understand why we allowed this to happen to them. So when they get older, they're going to have resentment towards us because we didn't push them to be the better versions of themselves. We okayed the fucked up versions. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Totally agree. Oh, somebody went on mute.
So in my mind, the best thing we can do is, by whatever exemplatory measures that we can, muster up whatever willpower that we can, whatever time that we can, right? Come to the realization that our kids operate in social media, which is these applications, right? So if we form a united front that is strong, our kids will feel like they have a net to help them. You get what I'm saying? They're fighting themselves right now and the society that they have to live in. We lived in a society where we only had to worry about man and woman, right? They live in a society where there's 19 different pronouns and 8 different damn genders. You can't imagine a time like that. You wasn't prepared for no shit like that. I wasn't prepared for no shit like this, right? But we're here and we all are here together. We all have to understand this together. We all have to learn how to deal with, the ones who are spectrum Why? Because they're working in our communities now. They're at the registers. When you go to fast food places, they're sweeping up the floors and stuff like that, right? They're picking up your energies, right? You come in there all irate, hyped up, stuff like that, transferring energies, firing energies off this way, that way. You end up in a situation like Blueface and Chrisean. You know what I'm saying? On your way to jail. I don't care if you want to run, as long as I'm next to you.
They say there's
Blueface,
Big
Blueface.
Austin and Jay-Z.
They going to jail. You hear me? They want to be the motherfucking 2026 Bonnie and Clyde. They going to jail. You hear me? I hear sirens from above, loud as hell, but they don't know. They going to jail, nigga. I don't care what y'all say. They going to jail. He kicked that girl.
Yeah,
But
he's
is it true? Somebody said that girl swung on Chrisean first. Is that true?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I think she might have did swing on Chrisean first, but here's the thing about this, right? It don't matter how you look at it. This shit premeditated. Chrisean was in a damn broom closet for
Yeah.
13 hours before this shit took place, building up the energy. She had fake papers talking about some NDAs, right?
She did.
The papers was blank. We
So I knew
clearly
she was going to try to fight someone.
clearly see that the papers are blank. And who the fuck goes out in the club and say, "Hey, sign this NDA before we get into it"? Ain't nobody about to sign nothing. You know, so
Because they on here on these other lives saying that Chrisean can't go to jail because it's self-defense.
no when okay. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
In the club.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about this, right? No matter how you look at it, right? Chrisean being a public figure, right? I want y'all to understand this, right? No matter how you slice it, dice it, flip it, right? This situation is detrimental to her boxing career, right? You're a professional boxer, you're a pro boxer. This is how you're out here performing. I don't think so. Who's going to sponsor that, right? You can't say you were doing this for your son. You can't no longer keep on making it seem like all of this is about Junior and you're out here fighting in the streets for Junior, right? You want to fight for Junior, take him to the doctors, right? There's no possible way that you're going to keep on passing this off as a fight for Junior when you are literally out here showing your ass for Blueface to show that you can bring in numbers, right? This is how people respond in the real world. Think about it. You seen kids act like this and you might not have picked up on it, right? But in the masculine energy world, this is what you see, right? And I want to explain it to you like this. When I was a kid, right, I played video games. My friends that I beat in the video games, they would say, "I bet you can't beat me in basketball in real life." Because I was athletic, I would beat them in basketball in real life, right? They say, "I bet you can't beat me in football," right? Because I was athletic, I would beat them in football, right? You know, the only thing they can say after that, what y'all think the next thing they say after that is? "I bet you can't beat me physically." And now you got to physically fight. This is what happens in the masculine energy. I don't know if y'all, like when you're a boy, a 13-year-old boy, this is the stuff that happened in the 90s and stuff like that, right? You fought a lot of your friends first, right? Because in the masculine energy, it was always about who's leading the pack, who's the leader of the pack, who's right, who's the alpha, right?
Isn't this also gang behavior?
It's gang behavior too, but you got to understand, where did gang behavior come from? Where did it come from? Came from the idea of masculine energy, right? First rule of gang is, you know what I'm saying, you a man first. That's number one rule in all of their sectors, right? You're a man first, right? Second one, third one, all of this stuff, that depends on what block you from, what set you rep, right? So all of this stuff comes from a general guideline of how a man should carry themselves, right? Black pea stones, all of that stuff, right? It comes from of how a man should go about protecting in the community, so on and so forth. Now, later on down the line, people started using it for their own personal use, and this whole and pimping thing, right? Think about Pyrus. Pyrus came in as the pimps. You understand that? Like the pimps, they was the pimps. They came in, they got so big that literally, you know, the Bloods was like, "Hey, we want you to, you know, have a branch with us," so on and so forth. That's why they're burgundy. That's why the other color's red, right? You look at Pyruza, they always got this slick talk, you know. That's why, you know, proper preparation prevents poor performance, so on and so forth, right? Because it's always this slick talk, you know, because they was pimps. You looking at what the fuck is running our communities and running our neighborhoods, but you're not really understanding exactly what the fuck is running our communities and neighborhoods. These are not businessmen. These are not business people. The only business that they indulge in is affecting Uggs and taking advantage of other people. You look at it right now with this whole internet thing, they're taking advantage of other people's lights. So they're finding the people that is of the light that can draw people in, and then they're manipulating that energy to darkness. Ronnie was trying to warn Chrisean about that. She allowed her light to get transferred over to darkness, and now she's out here performing the demonic things. False prophets in the community. Ronnie said that, right? That's why it's very important to actually listen to each other right now, because the truth of life is spoken off of our tongue, right? Life and death is spoken off of our tongue right now. Some people are speaking a lot of wickedness into the atmosphere or the ether, right? And that's going to transfer. That's going to transfer into the communities. That's going to transfer into the people, right? So they're pushing this in our communities, right? That's why the book, the you know, different texts tell you peace, be still, right? In a time like this, be still, right? Don't engage, right? Why? Because once you don't engage, they got to find something or somebody that will engage that's going to transfer. If you notice Nevaeh, she didn't engage, right? She sat in her peace. She said, okay, you know, we're just having a good day, so on and so forth, right? But you have to also know that there's a time. Everything comes with a time. There's only so much buildup that she's going to be able to take or transfer before she has her, you know, moment of emotional outbursts, right? You try to take your emotions and just keep pouring. Somebody keep pouring these emotions into you, keep pouring these emotions into you, reminding you of the you that you used to be instead of the you that you want to be, right? Reminding you that you came from nothing, reminding you that you was in the homeless shelter, all the things that you entrusted them with, you know, that they supposed to be holding sacred as a masculine energy. When that's how you know, Blueface is operating in the feminine energy, because he can't hold water. He can't keep a secret. These ladies that's laying with him, so on and so forth, they're confiding in him some of their deepest, darkest things, right? But he's sitting there using that as a way to bring in traction, now I'm going to say this stuff on stream. Now I'm going to put you back in your dark moments on stream, right? To get clicks and views, to get a reaction, right? So he's learning them, right? So he can use that for clicks and views, numbers, bait, right? So you got to be careful when it comes to secrets of the heart, right? When you meet a guy and he say, oh, what you see in a man, tell me what you're looking for in a man. Hey, listen, tell them, just be them. Just be you. And if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. Right? Why? Because once you give them the secrets to your heart and you say, oh, I want them to be down to earth, they start trying to get all philosophical and shit. Right? You tell them, like, I want somebody that got a sense of humor, them motherfuckers become a comedian. Right? 6 months down the line, you sitting there talking about something. You ain't the person that you used to be. Yeah, because you fell in love with his representative. You didn't fall in love with the person. You fell in love with the person that was representing this person. Now that you know who this person is, you talking about something. You think we can go back to how you used to be? No, because that's not the fucking person. This person is the person that you see now. If somebody is the same, they're going to be the same all the time. If you got a good spirited person, you're going to see them fight off those bad spirits. If you got a bad spirited person, they might ask your ass what you smiling for. You know what I'm saying? When you smiling, looking at your phone, but in La La Land somewhere, what got you so happy and shit? What you looking at that phone smiling for? Shit. Some of y'all sleeping right next to the, you know what I'm saying, person that's trying to keep you down instead of uplift you and build you up. Y'all in competition with each other. Don't even know it. Secret competition. Who's the breadwinner? Who's bringing in the most money? Nah, you can't go out and get a better job because I got to be the one that's bringing in the more money. Make it make sense. None of the shit that we doing in this world makes sense. Not as far as helping each other out goes. So why we keep doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for different results? Ain't that the definition of something?
Insanity.
Yeah, I mean, it's the definition of something. So the concept of it is, when do we change? When do we start investing in something different? When do we start investing in people that actually want to fix the community, build the community, protect the kids, protect the. Right now, we invested in the people that's making the money off of exploiting the youth. We can't keep investing in the people that's making the money off of exploiting the youth and expect for our kids to stop being exploited. It's not making sense. Do you understand that? Like, literally, the things that we are pointing out and watching, it's because there's a great collective that actually indulges in that shit. And no, by all means, I'm not saying, you got to stop being a freak or whatever it is that you like, toes, whatever it is that y'all doing out there. Just put that shit back in the sacred place that it's supposed to be. It's sacred for a reason. It comes from the sacral chakra. Put it back in the sacred place that it needs to be. To put it in the public's eye is to take away the power of, the importance of the transfer, sharing fluids or whatever it is, the moment of that exchange, right? Now it don't hold any power anymore. Now it's not as strong as it used to be, as far as understanding goes, right? So somehow, some way, we got to give the power back to where the power needs to be. You know what I mean? The lust and stuff that's in the streets, it's not even, the reason why Christmas is so good is because you don't know what's in the package. That's what makes it so fucking thrilling. Right now, you see exactly what you're getting. Do you see the package? The whole gift is just out there. You motherfuckers just stop wrapping it up. The present is just, here you go. Damn. You're not going to dress it up? Put some outings on? No, it's just a piece of pussy. Just take it. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm just I got ADHD, ADD, all of that shit.
Yeah,
So
because I'm like, what was the original? We were talking about
yeah. I'm sorry. My fault. It just comes with the territory, This shit'll drift into a whole different, you won't know what the fuck going
But
on is.
going back to what you were saying, that's why all these people are so crazy, is because they're sharing body fluids with so many different entities. Like there's nothing sacred. Like he go and share body fluids with Krishan. Then he share body fluids with Nevaeh. Then he share body fluids with so and so. Krishan sharing body fluids with who knows who else, right? And so
Mhm.
all those people's ashe, like we say in Ifa, or energy, is being transferred, and it's like they all like schizophrenic.
Yep. Yep. That's how it works. That's why you see what you see. That's why I be telling people all the time, like, be careful. Be careful what you do. Be careful who you trading energies with, opening up portals with. You ain't trying to open up portals with nobody that ain't got good intentions. Y'all see the demonic shit that's going on in the world? I promise you, it's dark days right now. That's why Kendrick
I
said,
don't even let a man kiss me on the lips.
Man, that's why Kendrick said, you better have having one woman. Everything tricky right now. You niggas live in denial. Hey, fuck anybody sympathetic with the other side, I vow. A bitch nigga love bitch nigga. Oh, my fault. See, there go that ADHD again. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know when the ADHD gonna pop up, when the D gonna pop up, when the A this shit just happens.
But I think the powers that be encourage that horrible behavior because they want these people to be confused and manic the way they are.
I mean, it scares people from growth. It scares people from, if they can't, if you're looking at it from a chakra, understanding, right? It's like, okay, they tried the whole fear chakra thing. You guys aren't scared of shit. They told y'all aliens exist. You niggas woke up the next day and want to work. You know what I'm saying? So obviously,
Ralph, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I had an ex that said some disrespectful things about my mom. He basically told me to go dig up my dead mom. And then 2 weeks later, his mom's mom passed away. Do you think that was some type of like energy thing? Like
Because
It's always a transfer of energy when people are putting out this negative vibrational energy, right? That's what's happening right now. You know, these books that they wrote back in the day, they prepared us for the end times. We thought it was talking about a time that already came. It was talking about a time to come, right? So right now, negative intentions cannot exist. You can't have negative intentions for somebody else because it's going to come back tenfold. Do you get what I'm saying? Like back in the time of belief,
yeah,
people can go ahead and do that whole man, just fake it till you make it, fake like you got good intentions for them, and da 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 da. And that's where that secret competition, all of that secret hate shit came from, right? But they was telling us, like, in this new time, you can't do that. You ain't gonna be able to
right,
do that in this new time. You're gonna have to want for others what you want for yourself. You're gonna have to, reap. You're gonna have to, if the enemy is hungry, you're gonna have to feed them, so on and so forth. It was preparing us for that, right? For this time that we're in right now, right? To tell you how to operate. Because if you don't operate like that, that's just gonna come back on you tenfold. So when you out here and you using your tongue to cut people down with words and shit like that, that shit comes back. That's why
right.
on TikTok, if you notice, I allow a certain level of that operation to take place, to give you guys an example of it, right? So I allow certain people to come up on the panel to show you how you do the return to sender thing, right? And you notice a lot of those people, they come up, but then you don't see them for a while. Why? Because they ass is sick.
So I guess me not speaking on it was me basically returning it back to him.
Yeah. You don't want that to come back to you and your family. You don't want it to come back to you and
Right.
your family. You know what I mean? You didn't acknowledge it. You didn't take in the energy of it. So you didn't allow that
And he
transfer.
even admitted it too. Like he came back and was like, I got my karma. My mom's mom passed away, and I just was
Yeah,
silent.
that's
I said,
that's the
sorry
same
for your
thing.
loss, but
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
same thing. You seen Nevaeh do that in the car, right? She wouldn't give in to that energy, even though she seen he was trying to cause an argument as he's making his preparations to meet up with this person, right? You see, he's trying to, get that energy, that transfer, right? Shit, Nevaeh, fuck around and transfer that energy, she would have won in labor. You get what I'm saying?
It's also perception. Like you didn't perceive it. You let it pass through you. If you would have perceived it and really processed it, it might have happened to you. But you just let
right,
it
Yeah.
pass through you. You didn't. You didn't. So in other words, to make it in simpler terms, you didn't manifest it. He was trying.
right.
In order for it to manifest, two things have to be in agreement. So he threw it at you, but you didn't receive it. It's like that. It's
Because I know
literally
who
like
my mama
dodging a
was,
bullet.
and I know my mom was loved, so I didn't need that. That
And
didn't really hurt
that
me.
and see what you said, that's the true magic right there, because you had the confidence in who you were. See, the thing is, with what Blue is doing, Blue picks vulnerable women who don't know who they are, and this is why they keep getting okie doke.
Yeah,
So
but that's when you operate. When you operating with that builder bear mindset, you think that you can build somebody, but you really can't build nobody, because the operation of how these people going to operate is based off of their vessel's operation, right? Like everybody can't operate in a loving energy, right? Why? Because their vessel might not really reach that floor or that level of love. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like
some,
Krishan doesn't have a certain capacity, so it's like
yeah. She'll never
she can
be able
manifest
to the
never.
the level of secrecy that they're trying to entrust her with in order to reshape, the future, right? She can't never operate in that because she can't control that energy. Blueface can't control that energy because he's in a masculine body trying to, he's in a man's body trying to operate, with
Feminine.
feminine energy, right? So he'll
And she
never
can
he'll
manifest.
never master that, right? He'll never go to the
Yeah.
upper, she'll never go there because she's in a feminine body trying to control the masculine energy. That's the opposite of equally yoked. Right. That's why they fight each other so much, because they're both in a fight with the masculine or the feminine energy of their vessel. What you see on the outside is just the physical expression of that spiritual fight, right? So what you see on the outside is the physical expression of the spiritual fight that's taking place on the inside of both of them. So they become each other's karma or twin flame, as you would say.
And she keeps saying, "I'm gonna get out of it. I'm gonna get out of it. I got to work through it." You're not even trying
You got to
But she,
really.
at all.
because she's stuck in a loop.
Yep.
You know, again, if you want to
And
talk
like
about
we
in
could
the
see the loop,
quantum,
and it's crazy.
yeah, we can
But a
see
lot of
she's
people are
moving.
stuck in that loop, though. A lot of people are
Yeah.
stuck in that
You
loop.
know
If
what's so
you
crazy? I was one of the loops
that
until I
trauma
prayed and
bond,
broke free from that loop, and now I'm
that
no
tr-
longer in the loop.
that trauma bonding shit that she got everybody in, that's how the loop starts right there. That trauma bonding, experience that they're witnessing right now. It's trauma bonding, but then it trauma bonds you and keep you in that loop. So a lot of these people, they're going to stay in that loop because of the trauma that they have bonded to that, right? You look at Chrisean's situation, and Chrisean's not going through the same thing that the people that are bonding themselves to her is going through, right? But she's trauma bonding herself to it, or they're trauma bonding themselves to it because they too are in a toxic relationship. They too have some form, fashion of neglect that they have performed with their youth or their kids or other people, right? So when you're looking at this, right, a lot of these people are not fighting for Chrisean. They're actually fighting for themselves. They're just using Chrisean as a method to fight through, right? It's like the same person is like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or somebody who might align themselves with you because y'all fighting the same cause, right? So if a lot of women are fighting masculine energy, then they will align themselves with Chrisean because it justifies their fight that they're having with masculine energy. Just like a lot of men that's fighting feminine energy, they'll align themselves with BlueFace because they're fighting feminine energy. Do that make sense?
It's crazy because one of the cameramen has a girlfriend, and if I was that girlfriend, I wouldn't want him around that. But she might be an enabler too. So
Or she might just be in it for the bag and might not perceive it. You know,
true.
we don't know what their home life is because again, you look at it in the in the quantum. If you can be like, I think Ralph said this earlier, you can be in any situation and it doesn't have to affect you. And
Right.
that's the goal.
Right.
The goal is you should be able to be put, and that's why Ralph allows these apps on the panel sometimes, because you do have to exercise being in certain situations and not getting swept up into the okey doke. And there are some people that can be in any situation and still stay true to themselves.
Right.
Because that's what the world is. The world is duality. It's good and evil. It's yin and yang. It's never gonna not be both of those things. So we have to learn how to. The scriptures say you're what is it? You're in the world but not of it, or is it the other way around? But you have to be in the world, right? We live here for now. We have to learn how to operate here, right? But we don't have to operate like them. So we don't know what the cameraman's girlfriend is. You know, she might be indifferent to it. Just like I got to give it to Nevaeh. Nevaeh really did handle that well because she announced it. She said, "I had a good day today."
She kept trying to put it out there just to calm herself down because she knew exactly what she was doing.
She was like, "I had a good day." She declared that she had a good day, which means she wasn't going to ingest any of the book BS that was happening. So she handled that quite well. I must admit.
Yeah, but look, it was the pattern of events, though, right? You got to think about it. Like, okay, so look at how Friday went, right? If you notice Friday, right? Blueface says to Nevaeh, "You ever been to a ball game?" Right? She's said like, "No, whatever, we'll do it right." So he goes and take Chrisean and Junior to a ball game, right? Now, if Nevaeh's watching this, of course, she's like, "This motherfucker just asked me about a ball game, and then he's gonna take the next motherfucker to a ball game." Okay, cool, right? So that's a build up, right? Then you come back and you done fell out with her, right? You got the clips out there of you falling out with her, right? You're talking about the 17,000 that came in with Nevaeh. You know, you ain't never seen with nobody. Nevaeh that want to bring in the numbers. You building her up, right? You building her up for this energy. Oh yeah, she feeling herself. You know, you making her seem like she's the one because you building it up, so on and so forth. And then you you have Chrisean knock on the door the day of her baby shower, right? So you build her up to break that energy, to make it seem like this, to add in the confusion. Now Chrisean popping it like, oh, they only did this because they wanted to see if I was going to pop up, surprise, come and knock on my door, Three's Company, bullshit, right? Now, as the person that's pregnant, Nevaeh, she's going through that energy within inside herself because she got to fight it. You know, how dare you? You did this. You know what I mean? You're trying to ruin my day. You want me to cry on today, right? You want me to break. You want me to, you want to transfer this negative energy into my seed, into what the life that I have in my womb. Okay, I see that, right? So she don't feed into it, right? She don't feed into it. She don't get into it, right? Boom. Now they go to the event, right? Thanks to Whack 100's wife, she feels more secure. She feels safe because they telling her, look, this is a venue, so on and so forth. We got the security outside. We're not going to let nothing happen. Okay, she feels safe. She don't feel safe around Blueface because Blueface already sold that she's not safe. You brought this girl all the way to the house. She's knocking on the door, right? You're hiding her outside with the shits and the giggles for your stream, right? So she already sees all of this. Her mom is already telling her this. Her grandmom is already telling her this, right? This girl is trying to do something. She's out here. She's trying to do something. Please play it safe. You're bringing life into this world. That's what the more majority of her family and stuff is looking at. Why? Because they have empathy. They have sympathy. They have empathy. All of these things that you would need in order to care for the next person, right? When you're looking at Chrisean and Blueface, they don't have that. That's why I say Nevaeh is going to be their ultimate karma because they don't have the things that actually gives that loving growth, right? Superior is the way that he is because Nevaeh put the time in, right? As far as his communication levels, understanding levels, right? That came from a hard working mother, right? Whether you want to say that she was out doing this, whether you want to say she was
Yeah.
doing that, right? She still put the time in with her kid to where as though you can actually see, right, that she cared, right? Chrisean and Blueface don't have that, right? Blueface will make that boy cry just like that without caring that it's a kid, whatever the case may be. And he'll argue with a kid. Chrisean will argue with a kid. Blueface will argue with a kid. Do y'all not see that?
Well, they're
Yeah, but
essentially
that's
kids.
their mental capacity,
They're kids themselves.
Right.
Right.
But in the
Mentally.
concept, in the mindset of it, right, you have to realize they might not have grew in the mind, but they're operating in adult bodies right now.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And those adult bodies that are in operation is portraying a certain image to society that makes this look okay or normalizes it, right? So now you mean to tell me that there's more people that have childlike minds that are operating adult bodies? This is dangerous.
Well, to your point, that's the plan is to normalize this behavior.
So this is dangerous for
Initiate is
all the
not
people
That's what they're
who
doing.
this is dangerous for the people who don't want to normalize this, right? This is dangerous for us
very
then.
dangerous. Right.
Because what if you run into one of them? You don't know what situation you just walked into,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine out, trying to actually help people in the world and see the community change, but then you run into the Queen Ops, then you run into the Chriseans, then you run into and I know we all have our different, things. That's why they say we can't judge, right? But when it comes to a righteous judgment, I think that righteous judgment will have to take place when you realize that this person can lead a lot of people astray. This person can lead a lot of souls to hell. Right. And I think that's where a righteous judgment should come in at. Right. If individually, if I was just taking this ride by myself, right, and I was just fuck it, I'm just gonna drink and da 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 da. But when you have a certain level of influence on the planet or the people of the planet, right, then I think a righteous judgment should come into play at some point, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody got to say something about it.
I mean, otherwise we all stand to fall victim to whatever that is that person is leading us to.
Yeah. And that's a good point. We all, operative word being all, we could potentially fall victim. And that's why it's important to bring the awareness. Because it can happen to anybody.
Yo, are you good? Somebody need to mute their
Somebody
mic or
snoring?
yeah, I don't know what they doing. Snoring,
What is
snort,
going
blowing their
on?
nose, snorting.
People don't
They
do
got a
drugs.
boogie. They nostrils is clogged up. They got the fucking.
I was so sleepy
Literally
last
told
night.
you that your voice is so soothing. Like you be putting people to sleep.
He puts you to
What
sleep.
happened?
I when I get like last night, that's why I
Goodness.
missed everything. Once I get sleepy, I just log off. I'll be like, good night. I guess I'll catch up in the morning.
Man, I don't want nobody to catch me snoring.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get off.
Just drop me.
Yeah, just
I move you to the other room. I put you in the YouTube lounge. I tell people go over to the YouTube lounge so you can listen to sounds of the Serengeti. They'll get over there. You'll be over there like sounds of the Serengeti.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
I'm
blame
joking. I'm
you.
joking.
I blame you right now.
It's not me. It's not me. It's just a comfortable space. Like you can create these small pockets of spaces
It
anywhere,
is so
as long as
comfortable
you
though.
have like-minded people, that are willing to sit down. Like it's good to have like a space like that to go to. You can, you know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah, it's
people.
very peaceful. Like it's not toxic. I love that. That's why I join every day. I literally love the fact that this is like vibrational energy, like positive energy. A lot of things that I see on a daily basis in the algorithm is not okay. Like you said, they're trying to normalize this behavior. I saw a thing with Queen Off, and I said how ungrateful she is.
oh,
Oh my God!
they're all
Yeah,
that.
I think it
And
already
same
came
thing on
out.
the internet
I
all
think it.
day.
I think it already came out that she didn't go to court.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So
like,
that whole storyline that she was given in Baltimore, that she was going to go to court, show up to court. Now, maybe she didn't go to court because she got arrested at night. So she couldn't show up to court if she's in booking. You know what I mean?
arrested, yeah. Then she wouldn't be at fault that she didn't show up to court. But if they got a bench warrant out for her, they already did their research. She must have not. She didn't get arrested. It couldn't be because they would already have known that, and they wouldn't have put a bench warrant out on her. The fact that she went there purposely saying, "Oh, I gotta get things in order. I gotta do court,"
She got a bench warrant
and
now.
did not show up.
But that's all a
Are you
facade.
playing with fire?
But you know what? That's another thing that they're normalizing. I'm noticing I'm 55, right? And I'm noticing some grown adults that really can't function in life. Like I had a friend that didn't know how to change her PIN number on her bank card. And I'm like, wow, that's like, and she's in her 40s, late 40s. And I think that's another thing this culture is normalizing being irresponsible.
Irresponsible, can't take care of business,
I can't
no
open a
animal
bank
business,
station. People don't have. What you mean you don't have your birth
not
certificate?
taking your kid to the doctor. Like this
Just
stuff is
being
like
irresponsible
weird.
is normal. So she
Hmm.
made this big hullabaloo about going to LA to get her stuff together, and then didn't show up
Hmm.
for the thing that she went for. But showed up for the fight last night.
She showed up for that, like chaos.
You showed up to the chaos,
Ridiculous.
but you did, and you have a whole child that you're responsible for. So you didn't show up. Again, it's normalizing. This is bigger than what we're seeing on TikTok. It's really coming
Yo,
from
Krishan really started bashing that girl's head up against the car. She really started bashing that girl's head up against that
She
car.
really tried to damage that girl.
She is
And you
dangerous.
already
This
won the
proves
fight.
this proves that she unalived Geronimo. This proves that she is capable of monstrous things. Because if nobody's there to stop
That
her,
was like a
she's
monster.
listen. If nobody's there to stop her, she's looking for the next thing that's going to harm the net. Like she's looking for the next. I'm telling you. If
And it's
nobody,
even worse. It's even worse if she didn't know this girl. Like if she was just a random,
nah, she don't
whether she was
care.
at the
You saw
She
baby
how
shower
her
or
face
listen.
not.
turned
Her
evil? Her
sister,
The
her
face
fact that
sister,
she
turned
was
her
evil.
doing that,
sister lost. Her sister lost, right? So her sister, when her sister lost, that's why she said I felt like I lost, right? Because she thinking like, oh, now more people gonna think that they can test the Malones, right? So what she had to do?
oh,
She had to go
I didn't
out
think about it
there
like
and
that.
show like, yo, listen,
Prove it.
I'm not to be played with, right? So now
Right.
how you looking at it is like, yeah, my sister lost, but you see, I went out there and got a victory, right? So I ain't my
Oh, I
sister.
didn't
Don't
look at
play
it
with me
like
like that,
that.
right? Not all of us is meant to be played with, right? Da 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 da. This is that and the third, right?
I'm
She,
bigger than my sister.
yeah, like
And
I ain't taking
I
no
mean,
losses. You see what I just did? It's all ego.
But what
It's
if it was rigged and she just didn't know the business? Now she
what was
taking it.
rigged.
Like, let's say they paid Tasiki to lose or something,
It
and
didn't
then
look
she
like
just.
it was
No,
rigged.
I'm just saying, like, what if that happened and then she
Nah,
just
I
don't
mean
go out there and do that?
that part ain't got nothing to do with Krishan, right? Krishan
Yeah,
took a
Krishan is like
loss.
a evil
Krishan's
kid.
been losing all week. Listen, she lost with Blueface Friday, right? She lost
Yep.
after the little
Dude,
Dodgers
they
game.
kicked
Somebody
her out the
spent $10,000
restaurant.
on her. She lost, right? She's in a
She
closet,
did.
streaming in the closet, watching them do 50K on the stream while she got a little mirror,
Yeah,
7 to 8K or
he was
whatever,
losing all
right?
week.
She losing all week. She tried to watch her sister fight. Her sister lost, right? Everything she touch and turn into shit, right? Where she saying, yo, if I say something, I'll just speak it into existence. Watch, I could just speak stuff into existence. That shit ain't happening no more, right? She been losing all damn week, right? So she could not get a victory nowhere else. So she went out and got
She
into
had
a
to do that.
physical altercation to feel a victory. She was losing all week, right? She needed a victory, right? So she
And
went
Will
out
was
and
like,
got
"No,
her a
girl."
victory. Now she got some shit to talk shit about. Now she could be like, look, you see how I did, old girl? Woo 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 woo. Who's next?
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
girl didn't look like a fighter though.
what, the
She
one that she was
tried. She
fighting?
put her hands up. She
Nah,
Yeah.
see
tried,
the
but she
the
just
the
didn't.
only the
She
only
didn't
thing
She
finish
was
about
her
doing
stuff.
boxing hands. You seen how Krishan
nah,
was
it
throwing her
wasn't
hands like she was in
that.
the
It
ring.
wasn't that, man. That girl should listen, when you doing a street fight, when Krishan went low that first time, whether it was a dodge or whether it was a hit, right? She didn't rush Krishan. She let Krishan get back up,
Yeah,
right?
that was dumb.
When
She
Krishan
sure
when
did.
Krishan grabbed her and she started falling or whatever, Krishan rushed her while she was down, so on and so forth,
yeah.
right? That girl didn't rush Krishan when she was down. She beat Bop. Krishan went down. She took a couple of steps back. Not everybody out there trying to worry about your life or your well being when they in the fisticuff with you. Some people really trying to unalive you. Do you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And it's
Mm-hmm.
the fact that everybody sat there and watched them fight and let it go that
Think
far.
about it. If
It's
Krishan push her,
tricky
if
because they
Krishan
could
push
have
her into
already had
traffic,
killed Krishan.
if Krishan push her into traffic, right? Boom, gone. Right? Cars flying by trying to get out of the scene, run
Exactly.
her over, whatever. This is how, chaotic moments like that happen where somebody else end up taking the body for her. This proves everything. Like the investigator, whoever on that case, they don't have to look no further for evidence. From the James situation to the like, she is a menace to society. Give her back to Shepherd's Pratt. Give her ice cream and shit on the weekends and let her watch Set It Off 1,000 times. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
That's what she
That's a
deserves. That's
shame.
the life she deserves. Let her
You
watch
know what? She's
That's
so
messed up.
manic. I feel like that she wouldn't even mind going out like that.
She wouldn't.
She do not care no more. You see what she doing. It gets worse.
it just gets worse.
It just gets worse every day.
And you got, but
She feel like
let's
she ain't got nothing to
remember
lose with the
she has a
diaper
whole,
shorts she had on.
but let's remember she has a whole child that she's responsible for. Any other mother, their first
Never been
instinct
responsible for that child. She don't do
exactly.
nothing for him.
Any other mother would be like, you
That's
know
why
what?
we so in an outrage. You could be out in the streets fighting, and you ain't fighting for your kid. Where's Junior? Junior, at why you out in the streets fighting? Probably with that lady who house she disrespected. Like I have to go back and watch that clip. She is crazy.
All that lady snacks.
I mean, she disrespected her kitchen, her kid. I don't know how this lady is still friends with her.
Yeah, I don't know how she has any friends at
That's
all,
just
really.
not even okay. Maybe it's for the cloud. Whatever.
I'm about to go get Marsh. Shut up. She ain't even talking to you.
I know, right? I'm like, does Marsh even talk to her anymore?
I know. I
Like, did
didn't
Marsh
think that they were still friends. But I feel like Mark has a soft heart for. Like I think that Mark has a soft place for Chrisean.
Cause
I
they
don't think y'all
bumping.
understand how.
They was with each other. Like they was in a
Yeah,
relationship.
how deep it goes. You know. And I think Marsh is a good person because Marsh really did care for Junior and was trying to do the right thing. I just think that she just has a soft spot for Chrisean, and Chrisean
Yeah,
probably thinks that for her.
everybody's a good person.
You
Everybody's a
dumb.
good person. Everybody's a good person.
Not like that, Ralph. But you understand. You
Everybody's a good
understand when you
person.
got a friend
Yo,
that's
we
not
gotta
really
go over the
right?
15 minutes ago, Trapmore Ross posted something about Chrisean. 5K for a hit. Chrisean is cooked. He posted that 15 minutes ago. We gotta go over to TikTok and watch these though.
Oh,
And
I'll
then
go.
let me see who else. No, you can stay right here in the Discord. It's gonna be posted on the
You
Discord.
gotta bring us. You gotta take us to the TikTok.
Yeah, you're just a traveling Discord. You can
I can
stay
open
right.
both.
You can stay right here. Just stick around.
Stay
We're
right here and
traveling
see it
Discord.
all.
Okay.
So Trapmore Ross posted that. Somebody else posted something too.
I'm so waiting
So
on Jason King.
everybody's waking up right now. All about the tea is live.
He just
Blueface and
being
Chrisean
quiet on
wild
the
street
creek.
fights.
Going to jail
Can
for
I close out?
clout is crazy.
Hold on. Let me close out my YouTube.
Crazy. That's crazy. I went to
Okay.
jail for clout. Like what? Like what do you tell other
Like,
people?
what amount of money you think that you're gonna be?
Like when they ask you, oh, "What are you in here for?" I'm in
Say
here for
Junior. That's all I can
They
say.
gonna be so dang confused. They gonna be like, what? Clout.
Yeah, like the other
Could have
inmates.
never
You
kicked
giving
that
them
girl.
and they be
Yeah,
like,
he was done. He was crazy for that. That man,
I don't think he thought that he was being recorded. I'm not gonna lie.
he probably was
They
too
do so
young
much screaming on their own. He just
in the
probably thought
clouds.
nobody will whip out their phone to record that.
You know, everywhere you go, you
"Ooh,
on camera.
their phone to record." And
He was in the club. They
Everything is
was
viral.
drinking. They was doing mad stuff. He wasn't thinking about none of that. He was. I don't even know what he was thinking.
When
They
he
gonna
did your
tell him in
baby
jail.
shower
You really
night,
did
what
that
was he doing
dumbass
with the
shit.
next woman? He was like, I do this all the time.
He was
Knowing he
thinking
went
about
through
getting it
stuff in
cracking.
jail.
That's what he was thinking about.
He was like, every time I have a baby shower, I'm with the next bee. Like, what?
All right, Discord. All right, Discord. Real quick, let me close out of YouTube and exit out of that. YouTube, man. Listen, to be aware is to be alive. Open your eye, your third eye. That is, have some discernment. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. A lot of energies moving around. Don't be consumed by energy vampires or those who try to manipulate or play with different variations of energy. But, for the most part, in the meantime, in between time, love is love. Namaste, Ashe, salutations, shalom, peace. If nobody told you that they love you today, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality, but also don't think you're above the reality because this shit has a way of catching up with you. No negative energy can exist in the new sky, right? So be positive or try to be positive about it, right? And always, man, give yourself the recommended amount of hugs that you need. Hug yourself sometimes if you need to. All right. A lot of shit going on in this world, man. If not, I'll see y'all the next time we premiere something or go live. We'll try to bring it to you as frequently as possible. We have to go over to TikTok right now. So hope y'all have a great day.
There's so much we need to know.
Be great on purpose.
As above and so below. Add up 1 + 1 get 3. Inside you a galaxy. Hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, oh, oh. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, oh, oh. Hanging with Mr. Wise. Oh, oh, oh. I'm hanging with Mr. Wise.